going to be blah today, but we're still going to do readings. We're still going to do some freebies right now. I'm going to talk about the No Kings protest on Saturday. I'm going to encourage you all to find your local protest and go out there, because the more numbers we have, the better it is. But we are still going to do tarot readings. We're still going to do freebies and donated readings. I'm just real fucking pissed off. Just really fucking pissed off. What is happening in this country is despicable right now. And I can't stand by it. I made a post about it. I made several posts, honestly, about this fascist fucking dictator we have in office that's a resemblance of a goddamn Cheeto. But yeah, guys, we're doing freebies. If you want a free reading, put your name and the topic matter in the comments section below. You might be receiving a free reading here. Otherwise, we can do a donated reading. It's $15 for a donated reading. Hi, Sam. Thank you for liking the live, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. If you want a free reading, you got to put your name and the topic matter in the comments section. Well, I be really empathetic and really fucking pissed off. I'm pissed off at my leaders. I'm pissed off at my country. I'm pissed off that we are not listening to the Constitution. I'm pissed off at the fucking maggots that wants to condone what's happening, the Yahtzees. Thank you so much, Lucia. Thank you so much, Kate. We're going to go ahead and do your career reading. Hey, Layla, what's going on? I'm pissed off about fucking like them deploying the Marines, them deploying the National Guard to the citizens of this country that are standing up for their neighbors who are just going to work, where they're coming in and fucking just stealing people, ISIS. So it's fucking annoying. Christina, I got you. We're going to do yours right away. But I did call on Katie first for her freebie. So we're going to go ahead and get Katie's. Thanks, Sam. We're going to do Katie's career reading. So Katie, I didn't forget you. I'm just explaining to our friend Layla here, who's a regular, about what's going on and why I'm fucking not my bubbly Leo self and very much just like fuck everything, just fuck everything. All right, Katie, what's going on for our friend Katie Spirit? Katie wants to know about career. What can we give her knowledge about for career for Katie? Hi, Barbie. Thank you for the heart, me darling. Thanks for being here. Make sure you guys go out on Saturday. It is a nationwide protest, No Kings protest. Literally just Google it and you're going to see where it is in your area. Okay. All right, Katie, we have the Hanged One. The Hanged One is new perspectives, changing your mindset, hanging yourself up by the ankle here, not yourself physically, but like this character here on this card, hung themselves up by their own ankle so they can see the world in a new light. So there's a new perspective change, a new open mind, new enlightenedness coming in. Let's see what the other cards have to say for you. You might be leaving a job and going to a better gig, okay? It'll be huge in Seattle. They're coming to Seattle. I just shared a post that Aaron Parnas had. They're coming to Seattle. They're coming to Northern Virginia, which was shocking to me. They're coming to Chicago, New York, and there's a fifth one that I can't think of right now. But yeah, it's fucking Pennsylvania. It's Philadelphia. So guys, if you're in any of those areas, ICE is coming. Be aware. But anyways, Katie, you're walking away from something, or maybe you got let go, or maybe you quit a job, but you're going to a better job. You're going to a better gig. The one that's probably going to pay you more, be more helpful, maybe give you more benefits, things like that. So this new change that's going on is going to benefit you really well. I hope that helps there, Katie. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. All right, Christina, thank you so much for sending in your $15 donation. Of course, we're always recording on YouTube. So if you want to get a reading, you're going to get a timestamp as well, and you can always watch your reading back. They were here, blocked driveway to Federal Building. You guys blocked the driveway to the Federal Building? Your citizens did? Barbie, you got to inform me. Leaving for Mexico is in 2 weeks. Christina is going to want to know about how Keenan feels about it. I think going to Mexico right now is probably a good idea. Like, it's fucking nuts in here. It's nuts in here. Yeah, no ICE. No, ICE is. Okay, ICE is blocking a Federal Building. Let them block that Federal Building. Just don't be taking and stealing people. Oh, people couldn't leave the Federal Building. Oh, were they called to do we need to see you in the Federal Building if you're undocumented, and then stealing people from there? Sorry, Christina, we're going to do your reading right now. I apologize. We got 5 minutes on the timer. Your timestamp is 5 minutes. So you can go back on YouTube, second link on the link tree, and you can always watch it, but it's 5 minutes in. But we're going to see how Keenan feels about you, darling. Spirit, this is for Christina. What does Christina need to know about love with Keenan? Spirit, what does Christina need to know about love with Keenan? Spirit, what does Christina need to know about love with Keenan? There's something here that is a good feeling in my body, even if I'm feeling like blah right now. I do feel like a good feeling in my solar plexus. It's kind of like giving me the warm and fuzzies, which I probably kind of need right now because I hate America at this moment. Well, I shouldn't say that. I hate our elected officials this moment. But it does feel like I get some warm and fuzzy. So that's a nice feeling and a little reprieve that I kind of needed. So let's see what the cards have to say. Rebecca, thank you so much for the follow. We do have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is a choice card. So this could be a choice that you need to make or a choice that they're making. Not every choice is good, but not every choice is bad, right? We have some bad things, snakes, hurricanes, things like that. Then we have victory, love, money, justice, things of that nature too. So we're going to see what the other cards have to say. All right, it's very interesting. So we have the Three of Swords. So Keenan and you might have had some issues. There's some heartbreak here. There's some feeling of things aren't really working out. Toxicity might have been in that relationship, or it's a talking situation. This could be a past relationship possibly, but we are speaking about love with Keenan. So this could possibly be this heartbreak with them that's very toxic, that's leaking out of the heart here. We have Temperance. Temperance is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the natural ruler of the 9th house of spirituality, long distance travel, and higher education. The sun is here, which is the most perceived positive sign you can have in tarot. There's growth. We just need to balance some things out. You see, they're balancing out. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Spirit makes me burp, for those of you who don't know. But you can see they're balancing out the cups here, trying to even things out. So there could be something that needs to be evened out. Some more balance here at her feet. We have our emotional body and we have our physical body. So we have the balance between the emotions and the physical, okay? We have growth here as well. So there is a lot of potential for learning, for growth, and there's a path here to the sun. So there's something good coming out of this, but there is a balance that does need to happen. Now we do have, I want to read the Three of Pentacles next because that's what's being called out to me. The Three of Pentacles is the card of skills. This is a skill set. This is somebody helping you learn how to really harness that skill set. This is a work. You might have met them at work or known them through a working source in some way. But this is a card of saying, like, yes, you have a skill set. Yes, you have to get to work. And once we balance ourselves out, we're going to be able to get more in touch with our own skill sets and more in touch with what we're doing at work. But you could have met them at work. That could be as well. So we do have the Ten of Pentacles here. The Ten of Pentacles is a great card. Great card. This is a card of security. This is financial security, emotional security. You can see there's generations here in this house. This is a house that is housing everybody, right? The dogs, the grandma, the kid, the parents, all of that. So there is a chance here that there is a really secure connection. But in order to get to that secure connection, Andrea, I got you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Andrea. In order to get to that security, we do need to balance our emotions with our physical, right? So if we are being hurt, if we are dealing with heartbreak, if we are dealing with anything that is causing us emotional pain, that may even lead to physical pains, because emotional pains can lead to physical pains. Just know that you're going to be okay. The more you balance yourself out, the more you concentrate at work, the more that you're going to feel secure in your own life. And then you have the Queen of Wands. She's literally my favorite queen. She is my favorite queen. This is where I get the warm and fuzzies from, because she knows she's magnetic. She knows she's popular. She has luck on her side. This is my cat, Salem. Salem is real. Hi, Milky. This is my real cat, Salem. He brings luck. Black cats are lucky. I don't care if you want to believe the superstitions formed by the patriarchy, but I just will ask you a simple question that I ask everybody who might doubt that black cats are lucky. How can something that's been worshipped for centuries be bad? Or is it just rooted in racism? Either way, you have luck on your side. Okay, you have luck on your side. You have this ability to be magnetic. She is the most popular queen. She is the one that has worth and value. All the queens have the worth and value. They really do. Love black cats, right? They're the best. The literal best. But she has the sunflower as well. The sun is reflected in the sunflower. The sunflower literally follows the sun, right? All throughout the day. Wherever the sun is, you will see your sunflower aim its beautiful petals to it. So just know, like, you have this sun imagery twice now. So sun is the most perceived positive thing you can do. There is healing that needs to be done. There's balancing that needs to be done in order to get here. But you are the Queen of Wands. Okay, so you have this ability in you. So with Keenan, there might be a hiccup here, but really concentrate on yourself and your healing and let that balance out. And then you're going to get that security. Okay. So Christina, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you very much for sending in your $15 donation. I really do appreciate it very much, even if I'm feeling very blah at the moment about just what's happening in the government. Woo! But I appreciate you, and I do hope this helped. All right, next we have is Andrea, who sent in a $15 donation. If you guys are interested in a 5-minute reading, it is a $15 donation. Andrea, your timestamp's going to be 12 minutes, so if you ever want to watch this reading again, it's going to be on YouTube. It is the second link in my link tree. You can always rewatch it anytime from there. 12 minutes. Now, what is the topic matter that you are wanting to get some clarity or insight on, though? I'm not going to do mediumship today, guys. I'm just not in a mind space for it. I just simply am not. So there won't be any mediumship being offered today, but human design is always going to be offered, and the psychic readings. I want to make sure that you are Andrea. You seem to be, but I just want to guarantee that you are, because I'd hate to give your reading away to somebody who's not you. Oh, yeah, I see. Actually, I just went on to Venmo. I see it as you. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and do a career for, okay. This one, I saw it. All right, let's see what's going on for our friend Andrea. Thank you guys for liking the live. I really appreciate it. It does help. It really does help. Spirit, what does Andrea need to know about career and the new position she's wanting? What does Andrea need to know about the new position at work that she's wanting? Spirit, what does Andrea need to know about the new position at work that they're wanting? To me, it feels like you're qualified for it, for this new position, whatever it is. It feels like maybe you've been training for it. Maybe you've been aiming for it or wanting it. It just feels like you're ready for it. It feels like you know the ins and outs of it already. Maybe you've already been working this gig in a way, maybe being not paid for the position in which you are actually working. But it does feel like there's something here that is going to be satisfactory for you. But let's see what the cards have to say. Trust your intuition. Okay. She doesn't come out for anyone who's not an intuitive. So you are an intuitive. She knows the esoteric. She knows what's behind the veil. She knows I already said esoteric. The occult is what I meant to say to you as well. But she is the maiden and the mother of the crone. She is the moon. We have a full moon literally today. It was actually 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, Eastern time it came in. Haley, it's a $15 donation, darling. Go ahead and get that donation in. You're going to be next if you get it in right now. But this is a card of saying, like, trust your intuition, know what's meant for you. Valerie, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Yeah, you're definitely going to get it without a doubt. I don't even need to pull more cards, but I'm going to. But yeah, you're going to get it. I have no doubt. I feel like you are the person for the job. I think you've done the sketch studying. I think you have the skills. I think you're the right person for the gig. These are the 2 cards that came out right away where I was like, I don't even need to pull more cards, but of course I do, because you get a 5-minute reading. The Ace of Cups, brand new beginning. Okay. That is so fulfilling to you that it created a lake. The 9 of Cups is your genie in a bottle. This is the wish fulfillment card. Your wishes, your manifestations, they're coming true. They're coming to fruition. You're going to get what you want. You keep your eye on the prize, like you said you are. You're doing the work. I see you doing the work. This is Virgo. Virgo's of service. Virgo is brilliant, smart. I mean, they're not as smart as Aquarians. if I had my hair down. I'm just joking. I'm not a very smart Aquarian, but I will say the Hermit is Virgo, and they learn so much. That's why they have the computer open there. They're a beacon of light in the darkness. They have wisdom. This is a card of wisdom. So like, it just feels like you know the ins and outs of that position already. Like when you step into it, it's just going to be like second nature. That's how it feels to me. So I do think that you are going to get what you want. Okay. Just with these two alone, period. New beginnings, brand new beginnings. All aces are brand new beginnings. This is emotions. This is intuition. This is creativity. So if you work in a creative field, or if you work in an intuitive field, or even an emotional field, there is emotional fields out there. I mean, psychology is pretty emotional. You deal with a lot of emotions. Sylvia, thank you so much, my love. I appreciate you. Thank you. You're going to be next after Andrea here. We're going to do your human design reading, which I'm going to be very excited about because I love human design. But the Hermit is saying you're going to be of service. Okay. And when you have like a higher like management position, possibly you are of service to your employees. You are there to support them, things of that nature. Now, we might end up pulling more cards because I'm kind of just running through this right now. But the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords are next. Okay. The King of Wands is somebody who is an entrepreneur who is getting off of their throne. You can literally see them getting up off their throne. They're uncrossing their legs. They are not flush with the back of their throne. They are wanting this very much. They're wanting to move on to the next thing. This is transformation, because fire by nature is transformation. Wands is the element of fire. So there is a transformative thing happening that you're ready to take on. If you want your own career, if you're wanting to make your own business or do anything entrepreneurial like that, you can do that as well. But you are leadership, right? These are leaders. They are the kings and queens. They're the leaders of their countries or whatever, right? We have the Queen of Swords, somebody who's truthful, who's honest, who's transparent, who's allowing transformation to come in. She is Libra and he is Leo. Okay. So we have a lot going on here that's going to allow these manifestations to come true so that you can rise up. She's the highest queen in the deck. She's in the clouds, but she is all about relationships. Relationships is a general term. You have relationships with everyone you meet in your life. So you're going to have a healthy, transparent relationship if you are going into management. Okay. Because that's what it feels like to me. It feels like managerial position in some way, whether it's your CEO or you're just moving up on the corporate ladder, but you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Let's pull one more card. Strength. Again, 2 Leo cards, creativity, creative. So we have creative stuff going on. So yeah, you're strong enough to take this on. You have consistent access to it. Take a leap of faith on yourself. The flower crown is in reference to the Fool card, which is taking a leap of faith on yourself. And the Sun card, which is the natural ruler of Leo, is ruled by the sun. So you have this positiveness about you. So Andrea, I do think you're going to get that career change that you are wanting. Absolutely. Without a doubt. All right, Andrea, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation. I hope that resonated. I hope it made sense. Super validating. Thank you. You're very welcome. Anytime, darling. All right, we're going to move on to Sylvia. Sylvia, do I have you already in human design? Haley, thank you so much. I got you. I appreciate you, Haley. You're going to be after Sylvia here, who's going to get a human design reading. We have not done your human design yet, huh? All right, so let's go ahead and go on to perfect. What's the time of birth and the city and state and city and country if you weren't born in the States? I always assume the States because I'm in the States, which I'm not very happy about right now. Did I spell your name wrong? Let me double check this. No, I got it right. Okay. Oh, B. Okay. All right. So I don't know if you're being filtered, but I don't see the time of birth or the city and state or the city and country. So you might have to put it again or come over to YouTube because I'm going to share the screen on YouTube anyways. If you can't make it to YouTube, it's fine. I can adjust it where we are looking at TikTok. but YouTube is where it's going to, I'm going to be able to share my screen from there. But I still need your time of birth and the city and state, or the city and country in which you were born in. Hey guys, welcome in. We're doing readings right now. We're doing a human design reading for our friend Sylvia. We're just waiting for the rest of the information there. Hi, Winnie. Welcome in. Okay, you were born. Okay, I see you. Let's see. No, wrong one. 0030. Okay. AMS. All right. Let's go ahead and share that screen here. All righty. So Sylvia, let me know that you see the screen, because sometimes it's black. Sometimes you guys can't see it. So just let me know that you can see it. Perfect. Now, before I give you a timestamp, I'm just going to quickly go over what it is we're looking at. And on TikTok, I will just show you as well. This is the human design body graph. Let me see if we can angle it a little bit better. There we go. I'm not going to angle it too much more than that. Taylor, thank you for the follow. If you're interested in reading, it's a $15 donation. Now, this is the human design body graph. This is what the chart is called. There is two sides to the chart. There is the red side of the chart, and there's the black side to the chart. The red side is the red side of the chart is correlated with the red lines in the chart, not the red chakra, but the red lines. This is formulated 88 days before your birth. That's when they say the soul imprints on the body, 88 days before birth. The black side of your chart correlates with those black lines in your chart. The black lines are formulated at the exact moment of your birth. So the black side of your chart is your personality or your conscious side, where the red side of your chart is your unconscious side or your design side. Where you have coloration on your chart is where you have consistent access to energy, these energy centers. You have consistency with these. Now, where you don't have coloration on your chart, you have inconsistent access to them. You have the complete chart, everything in here, you have it. But some of them you have inconsistencies with, and others you have consistencies with, okay? We have quite a few completely open spaces where we are sampling energy in these areas. These other areas that are undefined, where they have activations but no coloration, is called undefined. Now, it's still sampling energy, but it's a little bit more consistent, or has a way to express itself. If you ever meet somebody with a gate 16, things like that. Now, when you have any white in your chart, you're like a pop can. All right. So what happens when you're like a pop can is that you take the energy in, you shake it up, and I'm from Michigan. I'm going to say pop. I'm not going to change my voice. You shake it up like a pop can, you open it, and then it splashes at you, right? It amplifies the pop in there. That's exactly what's happening. Taylor, thank you so much. I got you. That's exactly what's happening. Okay, so you're amplifying the energy and you are reflecting it back out. You're taking it in, you're amplifying it, reflecting it back out. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about your type of energy, my friend. And we're going to start your timer now. Your timestamp is 24 minutes. If you ever want to watch just the reading, shows yeah, true. All right. So you, my friend, are a generator. What it means to be a generator is that you have access to sacral definition, this red square right here. And I'm going to show TikTok again. Angle it a little better. All right, so this red square is the sacral center. This is the energy center in the body. So you have consistent access to energy. If you are burnt out, that is a real, true, like actual medical condition. So just know you may need to take several seats if you're burnt out. But you're here to do work that you're inspired by. That makes you go, yep, I want to go do that. Whatever inspires you, I do want you to do. So when you are a generator, you have enough energy from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. Thank you, Spirit. Taylor, this is for Sylvia right now. You will be after Haley. So you're going to be in about 10 minutes. When you can't exert all that energy and you try to go to bed, that's when you struggle to go to bed. So you are somebody that does need to exert all of the energy that you wake up with so that you can have a restful night's sleep. When you are a generator, you are here to respond. That is your strategy. Strategy and authority. She goes, yes, true. When you are working with your strategy and your authority, which we are going to talk about in just a moment, they work in tandem together. They work together. Okay, guys, those are what's important. So your strategy is to respond. You're responding to your environment. You're not just responding to people. Sure, you can. They can be in your environment. Absolutely, you can be responding to people. But it's not limited to people. You're here to respond to the environment in which you find yourself in. So if you're in your car, you're driving down the road, and your stomach's growling, and you're really hungry, and you see a sign for Applebee's, and you're like, no, thank you. That is just gross food. I don't like that anymore. Boom, made a decision. You responded to that billboard. You're driving down the road, you see that billboard again for the Applebee's, and you're like, okay, I'll eat Applebee's. It's fine. I like their wonton tacos. I used to work at Applebee's. So it's just one of those things that you're going to take into consideration your environment and make a decision from there. Now, when you're making major life decisions, where you work, who you date, where you live, what car to buy, what house to buy, whatever it is, right? Whatever this big decision that you may need to make. Your authority center is the solar plexus. This is your emotional center. When you have an emotional authority, that means you are always on an emotional wave, okay? 50% of the population has this definition. And it's a little bit of a difficult definition. It's a little bit of a difficult authority center because it makes it hard for you to trust when you have clarity in a decision to actually go forward with whatever decision you make in clarity. Yes, I'm very emotional. So just know that you are designed to have this wave. It goes up and down and all around. So really pay attention to your cycle. If you're somebody who has a cycle, pay attention to your cycle. Pay attention also to the lunar cycle. Not as much as like a reflector should, but you should also pay attention to both, okay? And see how you feel within these cycles. Also, when you need to make a major decision, you are not designed to make an in-moment decision. You are designed to wait a minimum, if not longer than a minimum of 24 hours, if not longer than 24 hours. If you need to make a more quick decision, like you only have like 72 hours to make a choice, you can work out, you can clean your house, you can meditate, you can do anything that focuses your mind on a task where we're not constantly thinking about everything. Like if I accept it, this could go wrong. If I don't accept it, that could go wrong. Or You're not thinking about those things, right? You're concentrating on a task. And when you're concentrating on a task, your mind is going to get to be able to settle down. You're going to be able to get to an emotional neutral. That's what you're looking for when you're making a decision. Get to an emotional neutral. Once you're in an emotional neutral, you can say, do I want to do that thing? Uh-huh or uh-uh. You want to make sure you are listening to the guttural noises. Uh-huh, uh-uh. So you have to do that when you are clear. Now, when you make a decision in that clarity, the uh-huhs or the uh-uhs are going to come in. You go, okay, yep, I want to do it. Just be aware. Your emotional wave is going to kick right back on. It's going to get you right back into that emotional cycle. Remember the decision that you made in clarity, because that decision you make in clarity is the answer. Again, your emotional wave is going to kick right back on, but you are going to be able to make that decision in that emotional clarity and trust that that is the correct decision for you to make. So Sylvia, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity or insight about yourself. Human design should be very, very validating information. So these should be things you are consciously aware about yourself. And just know, like, you are not made to make an in-moment decision. You are not somebody who needs to trust their gut unless your gut is screaming at you, because your gut works in tandem with your emotional center. But waiting out those emotional waves is going to give you clarity. Clarity is going to give you the chance to trust your gut and go forward. But you're really not meant to make an in-moment decision. Yes, made sense. Very interesting. Wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. All right, so we do have Haley next. Haley, thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation. I really do appreciate that. What type of reading are we doing for you, darling? And I'm just checking to see if I missed anyone because I couldn't look at my phone. Oh, well, I had it turned. Oh, you actually gave me all that information if I had looked at PayPal. I'm sorry, Sylvia. Love question, will my partner and I get back together after this obstacle? Okay, let's see what's going on. Thanks a lot. You're very welcome. And thank you so much for the hearts as well there, Sylvia. I appreciate you. All right, guys. So let's see what's going on for Haley. Haley. Hey, Carly girl. Spirit, what does Haley need to know about their partner and them getting back together? Spirit, Haley, what does Haley need to know about their partner and getting back together? Spirit, what does Haley need to know about getting back together with their partner? The first thing I feel in the body is just defeat. I kind of want to vomit a little bit. I kind of feel like I'm tossed aside, and like I feel like I can't get a grip. I feel like I can't get my feet underneath me. I feel just really lost at this time, Haley. So let me know if that resonated there, but I just feel really lost at this time. Like I'm trying to do the right things and it's not coming out the correct way. We're going to see what the cards have to say, but that's the initial feeling I have in the body. We do have the sun. The sun is the most perceived positive sign we have in tarot. We're going to see what the other cards have to say, but no matter what goes on, it's going to be for your greater good. Okay, if you get back together or you don't get back together, it's going to be for your greater good. Just right now, I just feel really defeated. And that could be just the energy you feel right now about this relationship in general, because I'm tapping into your energy because you had given me permission to do so by submitting a donation here. I do think things are going to change. Things are going to change. Very interesting. We have the Three of Swords and the Emperor. This is where I want to start. The Three of Swords is the heartbreak card, right? There's heartbreak, heartache. Things are really tough. Things are really rough. There's toxicity here. There's tears. You can see the rain. I call them tears. This is something that is really hard and is allowing you to feel this defeat that I feel in my body. Brittany, it's a $15 donation, darling, to get a reading. Now we have the Emperor. The Emperor is control. So this could be out of your control. This could be something that you weren't asking for, or it's you are in control of this and this is what you asked for. But I don't think it is. I think this is more like you didn't expect this really to happen, and the control is out of your hands. Now, the Emperor is Aries. Aries is the natural ruler of the first house of self. This is very selfish energy, and not all the time is selfish bad. Okay, I encourage you guys to be selfish all the time because we really put people ahead of our own selves for our and sometimes to our detriment, right? But this is also somebody who is in charge. This is the father of the zodiac or of the tarot, excuse me, as well. But this is something that just makes me feel like this is out of your hands. This is not in your control, and it is causing a lot of pain and heartbreak. Now, you did get my favorite card in the deck. This is Death. Death is my favorite card because there's death and rebirth, letting go of what is no longer serving you. This is the biggest transformational card you have in tarot, and you got it, okay? Letting this go. Again, whatever's going on with this, you got the Sun at the bottom of the deck, so even if you let this go, you transform and they don't come back, it's still going to be for your highest good. Okay, it's still going to be positive for you in the long run, in the grand scheme of things, if you will. You're gaining wisdom. You're gaining insight. You are protected. White is protection. White is not protection. Black is protection. White is innocence. I apologize for that. But we do have the sun here, which is the most positive card. You have two of the suns here in between the towers. The towers are in traditional tarot the moon. The moon is unseen circumstances, unknown enemies, causing growth and evolution that eventually creates wisdom for you. Okay, that's what that card's about. It's also an intuitive card because the moon card is Pisces. Pisces is the most intuitive of the zodiac. So follow your intuition, follow that. This is probably something that you didn't expect to come through, but there is something that needs to fall away for you to gain what belongs to you, what's meant for you, what is supposed to be here for you. You are going to take your power back. I love this card. The Five of Swords is saying you're going to take your power back. Absolutely. You are going to defeat whatever needs to be defeated. So whatever the obstacle is, it's going to be defeated. And you're going to take your power back. Whether you get back together with them or not, there is a possibility of this. But there is change happening. There's transformation happening. So be very aware of what you need to let go of that is no longer serving you. But you are going to take your power back. And then we have the Three of Cups. There's something to celebrate at the end of this. Okay. Whether it's just like I get back in touch with my girlfriends, maybe you lost touch with them for a moment, or maybe you lost touch with you and yourself, because sometimes we lose ourselves in relationships. I mean, my first love, I definitely lost myself in that relationship. That was a wild time for Melody, poor 18-year-old Melody. But the Three of Cups is saying something to celebrate, something that's going to be good for you. So you're going to take your power back, and it's going to be something that is going to make you feel really empowered and really good, and something to really get with your girlfriends, get with your sisters, and celebrate it. So are you guys going to get back together? There is a possibility, but this is the card of transformation. So something needs to transform in that relationship in order for it to be successful, in order for it to work. Okay. And if you need to let it go and you need to really invest in you, go ahead and do so. Cherry Blossom, it's a $15 donation. The Linktree link is pinned to the top of the chat. Thank you so much though, Haley. I hope that helped. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. That was super insightful. I really appreciate that. Resonated super well. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, Haley. I'm rooting for you, darling. My heart goes out to you because heartbreak's no easy feat by any means. Like that shit is really tough. So my heart goes out to you, love. I'm rooting for you. Even if I don't like have the energy to be like, I'm rooting for you like I normally am, I really am. I'm rooting for everybody. All right, darling. Taylor, you are next. Are you interested in human design? Okay, Taylor says, what kind of readings do you offer? I will do whatever you think resonates. I'm always going to suggest human design because it's my favorite modality for one, and two, it changed my life in the best ways possible ever. So I will always suggest human design, but I do psychic readings. I'm not offering mediumship readings today because I'm not in the mood. I don't feel like I can connect in that way right now because I'm just angry. I'm just angry. I'm angry at the state of my country. And so mediumship's not on the table today, but normally it is. So right now we're just doing psychic readings and we're doing human design readings. Human design readings, that chart reading that you came into when you gave me your birth date. It's all about you. It's your blueprint to you. It tells you what energy you have, how to work with that specific type of energy, and how to trust yourself with making decisions. Taylor said, it would be heavy if you did, I'm sure, LOL. And I'm angry too. Good. If you're not paying attention, I mean, you're not angry if you're not paying attention. If you're paying attention, you're angry, as you should be. Because that is it. What is happening is so beyond what we are founded for. We were founded on a protest. This country was founded on a protest. And you're taking protesters who are saying, stop taking the undocumented non-criminals of our city who make our city work, who make our country work, that don't get any benefits when they retire and have to work 12 hours a day, and then deploy military forces on them. Where are we? Because the last time I checked, we were in America, the land of the fucking free. I'm sorry, Erica, I'm glad to hear you're furious as well. Taylor, I don't want to get too much into it because I want to do your reading. So I apologize. I don't really apologize because I am fucking angry and I'm justified in my anger, but I do want to do your reading. So I'm gonna digress right now. And get your reading underway. Erica says, literally, I have so many friends who are U.S. citizens being detained because of our skin color. Right. If your skin doesn't look like my skin, you're the enemy of the fucking people. I'm sorry. Last time I checked, we're a melting pot. I live in the Metro Detroit area. I live in one of the most populated Muslim places in the country. And I'm very shocked that nothing has really been happening in my city with my citizens, with my neighbors, because they don't look like me. They're wearing hijabs. They're worshiping at their mosques. They're just living their fucking lives. But right now we're caring about Mexicans because Mexicans, oh no, the hardworking Mexicans of this country are what? Doing nothing but working jobs we don't want to work? I'm so sorry. I gotta digress. I have to digress. I gotta get this reading going. Taylor, let me know what reading we're doing. Just taking some breaths just to calm myself down. I'll be doing a video about how we can protect our protesters. And guys, I really encourage you guys to protest on Saturday. Saturday is the No Kings protest. It's a nationwide protest. If you haven't heard about it yet, just Google No Kings protest, find where it is in your city and show up. The more numbers we have, the greater power we have. Okay, so show up. Please, 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 please. I beg of you. I don't care what flag you fly. I would hope, like, if you do fly an American flag, that you do fly it upside down, because upside down flags are saying that we are in distress. That's why it's important to, if you are flying an American flag, fly it upside down. Okay. If it's outside of your house right now, turn it upside down. We are in distress. Democracy is under attack. But Taylor, I'm not seeing your question, my love. So, are you wanting? So let me back up real quick for you, Taylor. I apologize again for not staying focused. Not my anger, but staying focused. So Taylor, if you're interested in a psychic reading, the card readings, just give me a topic. What are you looking to get clarity or insight on? If you don't have a topic like that, you are like, I need insight or clarity on this, just say general and we can just pull the cards and see what spirit wants you to know. Human design, again, is a chart reading. Erica, like literally nobody's after Taylor, so you'll be next after Taylor here. But if you want to learn more about yourself through human design, just say human design. I'll get your birth date, including the year. I need your time of birth and the city and state or the city and country that you were born in. But yeah, guys, if you're interested in a reading, it's a $15 donation. I'm sure I'm going to have little rants in between because I am furious. I'm just furious. I'm just fucking furious. Human design. Wonderful. What is your birth date, including the year? The mouse. Is my battery dying? My battery's probably dying. Birth date, including the year, time of birth, and city and state or the city and country that you were born in. Hell yeah. Oh, Midwestern. Me too. I'm in Michigan, Metro Detroit. I think you know that. I think I already said that. Thanks, Spirit, for being here. Spirit makes me burp for those of you who don't know. Yes, Midwest. Actually, I have an authentic cheese hat from when I was a kid when we were going through. I bought it at a gas station. Well, my parents bought it for me at a gas station. Rebecca, I got you. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I got you. No, it's not at noon. It's going to be next. It's just how my website has to function. But you're going to be next. Don't go anywhere. But yeah, I have an authentic cheese hat. Oh, it's PM, so we got to change it to 23. Okay. There we go. All right. So I love that. So Taylor, if you can make it to YouTube, I'm going to stream it on here. Also, you can find this anytime you would like because it's going to post page. So if you want to go onto YouTube, it's the second link in the link tree. You have to be signed in order to communicate with me on there. But that's where I am sharing my screen so you can see it really easily that way. And I will change the camera here so it will face it like before. But yeah, so let me know. It's just harder to see on here right now because I have to also keep my eye on it to make sure that I'm not missing anyone that's coming through. So I just want to make sure that you can make it onto YouTube. Perfect. I can't. Okay, that's okay. Well, if you can't access it, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this then for you. But I am still going to share the screen. And this will make it easier here. Okay. So let's talk about it. Real quick, I want to I want to just reiterate. Shambler, I got you. Thank you so much. Welcome back, Shambler. I'm happy to see you. We have two sides to our chart. We have the red side of the chart and we have the black side of the chart. The red side of the chart, my mouse is like broken right now. The red side of your chart correlates with the red lines in the chart. If you have red and black, it just simply means you have this gate. It's a number. It's the Chinese I Ching on both sides of your chart. But the red side is correlated with the red lines. This is formulated 88 days before your birth. This is your design side or your unconscious side, the things that you don't really recognize about yourself until somebody else points it out. The black side of your chart correlates with the black lines in the chart, and this is your personality. This is your conscious side. These are the things you totally understand about yourself, okay? The shapes in here are chakras, where you have definition or coloration on the chart is where you have consistent access to energy in these areas. Where you have inconsistent access is these white parts in your chart. You have inconsistent access. You have it. I want to reiterate, you have it. Rebecca, thank you for the follow. You have it, but it is inconsistent, okay? Your timestamp, hold on, let me get my YouTube up real quick because I needed to make it that. Okay. Your timestamp is 46 minutes. So let's go ahead and get to it. Now, what we're going to talk about is your type of energy, how to work with that type of energy, and your authority. Strategy and authority work in tandem together. They work together, okay? Your type of energy is the same type of energy as me. We are projectors. Projectors are what's known as non-sacrals. Reflectors, manifestors, and projectors are all non-sacrals, which means we have to live in rest and have active cycles. We are not designed to work a 9 to 5. We are designed to work like 4 hours a day, 6 hours in capitalism, right? Because when we work 9 to 5s, we come home, we sit on the couch, we are kaputs. We are done. We cannot get the energy to feed ourselves, to take care of whatever needs to be taken care of. It's a struggle. Okay, so we are not really designed to work 9 to 5 jobs. We're designed to really learn about passive income. Investing as well will be good for non-sacrals. Or if you do, work like I do, where you can work 3 hours a day, that would be great as well for you. Now, when you are a projector, you are here to guide others. You are a guide. You are a great manager. You're a great organizer. You're somebody who is here to say, hey, I see something and I want to say something and I want to guide you. Now, here's the thing about being a projector and guiding, though, is that your strategy, our strategy, because again, I'm a projector as well, is to wait for the invitation. So if you try to guide somebody without being invited into their energy, because you and I have what's called penetrative energy, and we really just kind of like hone in on something, which can be really off-putting for other people. So if we're not invited into these spaces and we try to guide them, we're going to get a lot of backlash. We're going to feel like we don't understand what's going on because we're doing what everyone else is doing, but we're the ones getting backlash for it because we may not have been recognized and been invited into those spaces. Recognition is something that us projectors strive for. So do what makes your heart happy. You don't need an invitation. If it makes you happy, if it gives you life, if it makes you feel like I just love this, that is an invitation you give yourself. All right. But in order to bring it to the masses, to bring it to individuals, you need to be invited. So if you're into creativity, right, and you love to do art, you love to paint on canvas, and you're painting on canvas and somebody sees it like, oh my God, you're so good. You know what you should do? You should take it to Arts, Beats, and Eats, which is a local thing in Michigan. I don't know if you guys have Arts, Beats, and Eats, but like, your local fairs or the big fairs that you have in the summertime where you have to like rent out a booth and sell it. Like you should sell your art, like get that invitation to sell your art, and your art can sell much easier. So wait for that invitation. It is crucial, so that we don't feel like we're hitting brick wall after brick wall and not understanding why we're hitting them. Even the examples are accurate. Taylor, you're so funny. That's really good. I'm glad to hear that. So You also, for your authority center, again, remember, strategy and authority work in tandem together. Not every invitation you receive is meant for you. Now, invitations also really quickly can look like a written invitation, a verbal invitation, or an invitation you give yourself. Remember, if it fills your heart with joy, if you feel it in your bones that it's meant for you, that's the invitation you give yourself. Okay. But it can look like any of those. Now, you also are an emotional authority. So your authority center is an emotional wave. You have an up and down and all around emotional wave. You are not designed to work to make an in-moment decision. Just like Sylvia, you are meant to wait a minimum of 24 hours, if not longer than. Now, if anyone says that I need a decision right now, that's a no thank you. Erica, thank you so much. I got you. That's a no thank you. Because that person's going to use you, abuse you, and hang you out to dry. If they're forcing you to make an in-moment decision, that's just a no. But if somebody says, yeah, if you need 24 hours, that's perfectly fine. Take all the time you need. That's a green flag, but does not necessarily mean we're going to work for them. We're going to wait out for clarity in our emotional wave. Again, how to wait out for clarity is the 3 examples I give is working out, is cleaning your house, or meditation. If you're well-versed in meditation, that's going to be great for you. If you're not, cleaning your house or working out is going to be better because you want to focus your mind on a task. You want to focus in on a task so your mind stops going, well, what if this? And what if that? And what if this? And what if that? No. You want to clear that brain by focusing in on a task. Now, once you focus in on a task, since you don't have sacral definition, you're not going to use the sacral noises. Instead, you have more of a mental projector here, even though you're an emotional projector. So I would say, like, I would talk it out as well and say, yep, this is what I want to do. And just follow if that's what you want to do. Or if it's a no thank you, then it's a no thank you. You are a people pleaser, so you may feel bad to say no. No is a full sentence. And also you can give somebody something else to respond to, because 70% of the population are generator types that need response, need something to respond to. So if that's the case, you can just say, oh, I don't think this is for me, but you know what, Jerry down the street, I think he would be really good in this type of situation here. So you can give somebody something to respond to. You don't feel like you're leaving somebody high and dry yourself because you are a people pleaser. And you also have ADHD. All right, Taylor, I hope that helped. I hope that resonated. I hope that gave you clarity or insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your human design. It's literally my favorite modality. Learning I was a projector changed my life forever because I was trying to live my life like a generator and not understanding why I was hitting brick walls. I literally quit my job 30 days after finding human design because this is what I wanted. Absolutely, you can have more. Go ahead and send another 15, or you can check out a private reading if you'd like that as well. I'm not available today for private readings, but I am tomorrow. Because I will be going to the Halsey concert today. Angry and pissed off, as anyone who's going to Halsey should be, because she is a angry fucking girl, and I fucking love her. But yeah, send another 15 if you want more information here today live, or you can check out a private reading as well. Thank you so much, Taylor. But I'm going to be on for another 2 hours, so we got plenty of time if you want to do that. No pressure, though. No pressure at all. All right, Rebecca, we are going to move on to you, my darling. Thank you so much, Rebecca. What type of reading are we doing for you? Hello. Okay, so we're going to do a fertility reading here for Rebecca. Your timestamp here, Rebecca, is going to be 54 minutes. So you can always come back onto YouTube, second link in the link tree, and take a look if you ever want to rewatch your reading. Hello, Desi. And hello, Kiko. All right, Spirit, this is for Rebecca. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Desi, thank you for the follow. Spirit makes me burp for anyone who's new here. Spirit, what does Rebecca need to know about fertility? Spirit, what does Rebecca need to know about fertility? Spirit, what does Rebecca need to know about fertility? So the first thing I'm seeing in my mind's eye here is I'm seeing shots. So I think they're hormonal shots. I'm not sure. I'm not somebody who's well versed in IVF or things like this. So this could be potentially IVF, but I feel like it's just taking the shots first, though, like getting the hormones up or whatever's in those shots. I just see you getting poked in the butt. No offense, I'm not trying to look at your butt. But it is something that I feel like is going to help you get to where you need to be in your body to actually conceive. Because it feels like you've been trying. I feel really like, I feel kind of like, I don't feel defeated. I feel a little down, maybe a little out, but I still have a lot of hope. Like a lot of hope that I'm going to have this child. I'm going to have a baby. And I really feel like you're going to take what it needs to do to get there. So this could end up in IVF, but right now I'm not seeing IVF specifically. I'm just seeing the shots. Let's see here. I do think you will get pregnant. Okay. This is a new beginning. The Fool is card 0. This is the very first card in the Major Arcana. Yellow is success. The Sun is here. The Sun is the most perceived positive sign. Take that leap of faith on yourself. You're going to land on your feet. Okay. I do feel very motivated to get pregnant or to, have a child. I feel very motivated on this. I do think this is going to work. Nurse Lowe just joined us. Hi, Nurse Lowe. This might be the first time I'm seeing you. But if you can tell us more about like the fertility shots or whatnot, that might be beneficial for you to get some knowledge on it. If that's even your specialty. I don't know what your specialty is. You just came in. So, but the 7 of Swords here and the 5 of Cups. So very interesting here. The 7 of Swords is the liar, cheater, thief card. But when we talk about health stuff and we see swords, it's shots, it's needles. Okay. So I do see that happening. It's going to take time to work. Don't allow it to like defeat you. If you take the shots the first month, you try and you don't get pregnant. Okay. I do feel like it's going to take time. I also don't put pressure on yourself, because when you start to put pressure on yourself, the body starts to feel that. And then it's just it's the opposite of what you want to happen. So try your best to stay positive. Try your best to stay calm. Yes, you might be trying for a while. You could, and again, I feel a little bit down and out. I don't feel completely down and out. I feel like I still have hope. But I do feel like you need to change it up. So if you're still trying naturally, I would change it up to the shots, okay, or IVF. If you can afford IVF, because I know IVF is insanely expensive. And I know in some states right now, they're trying to get rid of IVF, which is bananas. And another reason why I'm fucking angry right now. Okay. I'm very angry at the state of our country. I digress. You can see this phone is here. Her body language is here. Her shirt actually says over it. You'll see it on YouTube better. It says over it on her shirt. You can't see it on TikTok for whatever reason. I don't understand. Maybe it's my phone camera. I don't know. Honestly, Apple doesn't have good phone cameras. But this is something that you've been trying. So it is time to switch it up. Okay. You can see the 4 of Cups to the 5 of Cups to the 7 of Swords. There is a new beginning. Okay. Creativity is in this card, as well as transformation, motivation, desire, drive. All of that is right here. The sun, right? Perceived positive. We're taking a leap of faith on ourselves. Because what's happening is like we are really taking this new chapter. This is a new chapter coming in, a new beginning coming in, again, another new beginning coming in. So this is something that if you really want it, you're going to achieve it. Okay. You're going to achieve it in any way that you need to, any way that is going to, be affordable if can, or if you can get it covered under your insurance, that'd be even better. But I would definitely check it out. But the last card we have is amazing. It's the wish fulfillment card. This is the star card. This is your hopes, your wishes, your manifestations, putting the work into it and watching it take off. You're strong enough to handle this. This is card number 17. 1 + 7 is 8. There is 8 stars. All of these 8 stars have 8 points in them. Every single one. So you can pause it when you go onto YouTube and count out. Each star has 8 points. When I'm talking about the number 8, the 8th card in the deck of tarot is strength. You are strong enough to put the work into it. There's emotions here for sure. It's emotional, but it's going to take off. That's a stork. We know about a stork. We've learned about the stork. The stork brings babies. right? So whatever's going on, you are going to put the work into it. You're strong enough to handle it, and it's going to take off, and you're going to have this whole new beginning here. So Rebecca, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Just my mind's eye just keeps seeing the shots. So I do think you need to talk about fertility shots here with your doctor. So let me know if that means, yes, thank you so much. I will look into the shots. Yes, get your information, do your research, talk to your doctor about it. Just don't, I mean, I want you to take my advice, but I also want you to be smart. I also want you to make sure that you're doing the right things for you. So doing your research is going to be a major part of that. But I'm rooting for you. I'm hoping everything works out. The cards are stating that they will, so you're going to be all right. You are going to have your child. How do we jump in line? Desi, it's a $15 donation. Linktree link is in the profile. You can use Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. All right, Shambler, we got you next. Thank you, Shambler, so much for submitting your donation. I really appreciate it. What type of reading are we doing for you today here, Shambler? And welcome back, darling. I'm glad to see you back. Ooh. So we're just waiting on Shambler. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Spirit makes me burp for those of you who are new here. Hi, Kelly. Welcome, darling. I'm now Chammy Chapstick. Hey, Chammy Chapstick. What up? What type of reading are we doing for you, my love? I know it's you. I saw that. I saw you. It made sense because Shambler's Chammy. Makes sense. But let me know what type of reading. I'm not doing any mediumship here today. I'm very angry. I'm just very angry. I'm just an angry bitch today. So no mediumship here today, but we can absolutely do your career reading. So let's check it out. Spirit, what does Shambler need to know about career? Oh, and Shambler, your timestamp is 1 hour and 2 minutes. Rebecca, did I give you a timestamp? If I didn't give you a timestamp, I'm going to say it's around like 57 minutes, 55 minutes, something like that. I don't remember if I gave you a timestamp or not. But about 1 hour, no, it was 54 minutes. I did give you a timestamp. I remember now. It was 54 minutes. 1 hour and 3 minutes will be your timestamp here, Shambler. So Spirit, what does Shambler need to know about career? Spirit, what does Shambler need to know about career? Spirit, what does Shambler need to know about career? What's going on for our friend Shambler? I hear moving on up, but I also want to like, what is it? Like clamp down on my jaw, like clench. The word is clench. I also want to clench my jaw, but I feel like I'm moving up somewhere. Whether I'm getting a promotion, starting my own gig, I just feel like whatever moves you're making in career is going to level you up. Even if you don't have a job right now and you're looking for a job, the next gig is going to be something that is going to be much more beneficial here. Yeah, I just feel like a clench though. So I don't know if you clench your jaw. If you are somebody who clenches, here's your reminder to relax your jaw. Take your tongue off the top of the roof of your mouth and just have a little part, just a little part of the lips, okay? Just to relax the jaw because the jaw feels like that's where you keep your stress. Hell yeah. The Sun is the most perceived positive card you can have in tarot. So whatever the outcome is, no matter what it is, it's going to be for your greater good. All right. Sorry, I got something in this eye. It's driving me crazy. But it's going to be for your greater good. This is vitality. This is strength. This is growth. This is literally the warmth, the sun shining on you. This is something that's going to be really, really beneficial here. Leadership here, innocence here as well. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you walked away from something. Yeah, I feel like you had to walk away from it. It's something that you were thinking for a long time. Like, should I walk away? Should I walk away? Should I walk away? I feel like I want to do this. The Five of Pentacles here, this job that you walked away from, or maybe got fired from or left, okay, it wasn't serving, okay? And it is something you're thinking about all the time. You're going over and over, like, what could have been different? How could I have done better? I can't believe I don't have this gig anymore, or whatever's going on here, because it's something that you did need to leave, okay? Whether you left or was told to leave in March, or if it's going to be in September with the next eclipses, that could be. But we have an eclipse right here. This is an eclipse, so I'll show it to you a little more. So this eclipse has said, hey, this is too much. I don't like it. I gotta go. So whether you left in March or you're going to leave in September, there's something good coming out of this. All right. So just know, like, yes, this is feeling out in the cold and desolate. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. Maybe I do want to switch these cards, but either way, it's like, I feel out in the cold and desolate. I feel like I don't have enough. I'm like running on fumes here, but I had to leave. I had to leave. This is the overthinking card, right? But this, in traditional tarot, that phone right here, you can see it right there. That phone is actually a globe. So you have all the information at your fingertips, okay? You have the world's information at your fingertips. You have a bird's eye view of what it is that you want. Like, take this time to really sit with yourself and figure out, what is it that I want to do? What do I want to leave behind? How do I want to be perceived? How do I want to be seen in career? Like, do I want to be seen? Do I want to work in corporate America? Do I want to work at a mom and pop shop? Do I want to start my own mom and pop shop? Do I want to start my Etsy shop? Do I want to start something new here? Okay, so figure out in your way, like, what it is that you want, what's giving you joy or life, okay? Because there's a commitment being made. When you make this commitment, there's going to be victory. This is the card of victory. There's no other card called the victory card other than the Six of Wands. So whatever it is you're walking, you may even get a friend being like, you know what? I really think you do good at this job here. I really feel like you would work great with animals. I really feel like you might do really well at doing, services like nails and hair, like whatever it may be. Okay. And you can do your own businesses and things like that. Maybe not veterinarian work. Like, if you do veterinarian work, you're gonna work for the vet unless you are the vet. Then you can own your own business. But if you're a tech or something like that, or an assistant, you can't own the business. But either way, there is a commitment you're going to make here that's going to be big. It could be in the next couple of days, because spring is coming to an end on the 20th. We have the summer equinox on the 20th. But we are moving towards victory. Victory is here. I'm going to pull another card. Don't forget, you have the sun at the bottom of the deck. The sun is the most perceived positive card you can have. So just remember, you have it. You have it within you. Wishes coming true. Manifestations coming true. The Nine of Cups is literally the genie in a bottle. So whatever manifestations you're wanting, whatever you're wanting to see happen and go forth and go get, you're going to get it. You're gonna get it. So what, you had to walk away. You had to leave this job before, so that you can really get what's yours. So that you can get that victory, you can get that commitment, get that wish fulfillment. Okay. $15, Sam, correct. Venmo is perfectly fine. Linktree link is in the profile. But Shambler, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here. I hope it resonated, love. And I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you getting a reading here today. Even in my shitty attitude, I do appreciate it. But my shitty attitude is justified. Hey, Chastity. How are you? Next we have is Erica. After Erica, we don't have anyone else. So if you want to get a reading, you're going to be next after our friend Erica here. Erica, what type of reading are we doing? Very justified. Thank you, Kelly. If you're not angry if you're not paying attention. If you're paying attention, you're angry. There's words. I don't know how to say words. Not good. I'm about to pay for a reading. Okay. You'll be next if you get it in right away. Thank you so very much. Justified. Yes, ma'am. Yes, guys, go out on Saturday. Please, please, please find your local protest. No King's protest. Please, please, please show up. Show up. Because when we show up and we band together, we can make anything happen. I'm going to say it again. I said it earlier, but I'm going to say it again, because our country was founded on protesting. We are founded on it. Samantha, I got you. We are founded on it. Period. Okay? So just know it works. Showing up works. It matters. It matters more than anything. I want to cry about it. Like please show up. Please it's so important. It's so important. Democracy is literally on the line. Literally. No King's protest. Find it your local area. They're everywhere. They're nationwide. They're in every city, major or non-major cities. They're everywhere. Find it. Last protest I went to, I usually go to a major city, but last time I didn't. I went to a minor city, and there was so many people. I was so proud. I was proud of my citizens. I was proud of my state, of my city. I was proud of my neighbors, so show up. And if you do fly American flags, I don't give a shit what flag you fly, but if you are flying an American flag, make sure it's upside down. Chastity, I got you. Make sure it's upside down, because that is the sign of distress. We are in distress. So if you're flying an American flag, fly it upside down. All right. So Erica, where are you, darling? I don't see you. But Sam, I got you. Chastity, I got you. Hey, Casey. Thanks for liking the live, guys. I appreciate it. And no mediumship today, guys. I'm just too angry. My emotions are, I can't get out of anger at this moment. So I can't do mediumship at this moment. So we're just doing tarot, and we're just doing human design. No, Erica, I didn't see your comment. It was filtered. This stupid. Thank you, Kelly, for understanding about me not being able to connect with mediumship today. I'm always going to be transparent with you guys. I'm always going to be honest with you guys. If I feel like I can't do something, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make you pay for it. I'm not going to make you waste your time, energy, or money. I'm not a scam. This world is making me angry to you right now, as it should. As it should. We need to be angry. I feel like we need to be angry, because angry people mobilize. Angry people mobilize, but we are still going to protest peacefully. No matter how angry we are, we're not starting fightings. We're not looting. We're not rioting. Anyone that's telling you that you need to, they could be a plant, like a literal like government plant, trying to get you to get angry enough to break windows and steal shit. We're not doing it, because we need to get our point across. We lose our point sometimes when we riot. Okay, so yeah, our country. Absolutely, Sam. Absolutely. That's where I'm mad. I'm mad at my fucking government. I'm mad at my fucking government. Looting is not protesting. I mean, don't get me wrong. There is like with Black Lives Matters, when there was looting and stuff going on, it did get our point across, kind of, but also it got to the point where people stopped talking about the movement and started talking about the businesses, the 1%. Like, we give a fuck about the oligarchy. Like, we give a fuck about, oh, you said now YouTube. Okay. I would like a career business opportunity. Okay, perfect, Erica. We'll absolutely do that. Like, we should not care. They have insurance for a reason. They have insurance for a reason. They're billionaires. They can handle their business being burnt down. Like, but we're not doing it, though. We're not doing that. We are going to show up. We're going to do it peacefully. We're going to fly our upside down American flag. We're going to say, whose streets? Our fucking streets. That's what we're going to be saying, because it is our fucking streets. All right, Erica, let's see what's going on for business still for you. Be smarter than them. Just be smart. I mean, I got arrested protesting for Black Lives Matter. I don't talk about it very often because I don't feel like it's something that I need to talk about. I don't think it's something that I'm very proud that I got arrested for protesting for people and my neighbors. And it's one of my proudest moments, honestly. But because of the color of my skin, I'm not trying to be like, oh, white woman tears, I got arrested, even though I'm proud about it. I just show up. I show up, and I'm not afraid of these fucking police officers. Arrest me again, bitch. That's okay. You stood your ground. Right. I'm not afraid. I'm 4'11". I'm not afraid. I got major ass bruises from that cop too. He yanked me all around. I had deep bruises for like weeks, and I'd do it again. I would do it again, over and over and over. All right, Erica, sorry. Okay, we're gonna We're going to digress so we can get some readings going. But guys, if you want a reading, it's $15. Your timestamp here, Erica, is going to be 1 hour and 15 minutes. Thank you, Samantha, for the follow. Spirit, what does Erica need to know about career or this business opportunity? Spirit, what does Erica need to know about career or this business opportunity? Spirit, what does Erica need to know about career or this business opportunity? I feel hungry. I feel hungry, not in a way of like my stomach's growling and you need to eat and all this stuff. I feel hungry in a different way. I feel hungry in a I want it way. I feel hungry in a way of I can do this. I want it so much that I can taste it type of thing. Will Marie, it's a $15 donation. Thank you for your question. But yeah, I feel like whatever it is that you're wanting, I do feel like it's attainable. I feel like it's attainable. I feel like you can do it. Even if like you get passed over, say it's a promotion or something, you get passed over here, I feel like you can apply for it somewhere else and get it somewhere else. But I just feel very hungry and very driven for this. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit makes me burp for those of you who are unaware. The moon card is here. This is a card of intuition because it's Pisces. Pisces is the most intuitive of the deck. I'm scared, but yes, very driven. Sometimes things that are worth doing are scary, but it's unseen circumstances, unknown enemies causing growth and evolution. Dog mask, wolf mask. This is the face of the hermit. The hermit is right here. This is her face right there, just to show you a TikTok as well. This is her face. So just know wisdom, being of service. That's all right here. You're learning some lessons. Trust your intuition. There's a path here that's leading you somewhere, maybe to in between this tunnel, going through it. But there is something here that to me, there's unseen circumstances, but you're learning from it. So this is going to end up being something that is really useful for you. Okay. Really useful. I want you to let go of fear. I want you to let go of that fear, okay? Because you said you were scared, and then this card's like, yeah, I'm scared. The 9 of Swords, you can see she's scared. It's the middle of the night. She's in bed, and her head is in her hands. She's freaking out. She has anxiety. She has depression. She's not feeling comforted, but it's in the mind. When we talk about the Suit of Swords, that's the element of air. Air is the mind. It's communication. It's taking the right actions, right? So we are going to really trust in that we have to let go the 4 of Pentacles. Like we're holding on to this. We need to let it go because this is not serving us at all. Actually, you're going through a whole transition. This is a whole transition. And yeah, it's almost like growing pains where it's painful, but it's manageable. You're gonna have to go through it regardless if you want to or not. You can see there's really rocky waters here, and then it gets a little less rocky, and then it gets to clean, clear, crystalline waters. Then it gets to brand new land aho. Okay, so you have land aho. You're heading towards it. There might be somebody here that's guiding you and helping you do that because you may feel down and out because of the fear, but you are in transition. This transition is going to be really beneficial for you because it's taking you where you need to go, where you need to end up. Okay. We have the 7 of Wands as well. The 7 of Wands is the vantage point. You are in the right place at the right time, doing the right work in the right way. You can see, there's competition. There's absolutely competition, but you stand out among everyone. You stand out. You can even take this wand here and you can like disarm all of these because they're at such a bad angle that they literally cannot get to her. They cannot get to you, but you can literally take out every single one of these wands. You have the vantage. You are in the right place at the right time doing the right work, especially because we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is Libra traditionally, but can be Aquarius or Gemini, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. We are currently in Gemini season. Transparency, honesty. She is a truth seeker. She seeks out that truth. She gains that truth. She cannot be bullshitted. She sees through it. She sees through it. This is a butterfly right here. This butterfly's transformation. This eagle is taking off, literally from the throne to the sky. She's the highest queen. She's elevated. She is somebody who is going to really be balanced as well, because Libra is balance. Like literally, she's justice as well in the major arcana, and she's also the ruler of the 7th house of relationships. But in any good relationship needs balance. And when you are you work with many different people. They all need balance. So find out where your balance is. I would let go of the fear, because you're in transition and you are going to the unknown right now, but that is going to take you to where you need to be, where you're standing firm and standing tall and being somebody who's being spotlit and going and saying, hey, this is what I want. I'm being honest with myself. I'm being honest with others. I'm transforming, and I'm going to take off. Because you are. And whatever's going on with career and this business opportunity, yeah, it's scary, but I feel like it might be the right move. But there's some things that need to be worked out before you jump into it, because you're in transition. But Erica, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for submitting your $15 donation. I really do hope that gave you some clarity. I needed to hear this. Okay, wonderful. I'm glad to hear that there, Erica. Thank you again so much for submitting your donation. I really appreciate it. All right, we are moving on here. We have Sam right now. So Sam, let me know that you're here. Let me know what type of reading we're doing for you, my darling. Thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation. But Erica, I'm rooting for you. Just FYI, I'm rooting for you. Thank you for liking the live. I really appreciate it, you guys. It really does help. It really, truly does help. Sorry, new here. What kind of reading should I do? Well, it's really up to you. I'm always going to suggest human design because it's my favorite modality to do. It's a chart reading about you. It tells you your type of energy you have, how to work with your specific type of energy, and how to trust yourself in making decisions. Changed my life forever. So I always suggest that. But if you're looking for clarity or insight on a topic, like I need insight on my relationship, I need insight on love, I need insight on career, I need insight on finances, or you just kind of want to see what spirit has to say for you, that's called a general reading. That's where I just pull cards and give you the message that spirit wants you to hear that day. I do mediumship as well, but I'm not offering it here today. As you probably heard when I was ranting before Erica's reading, I'm just too angry to do it. So I just can't do it right now. And I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to give you a shitty reading. Like, I'm not going to do that. That's everything you have in this line of field is your reputation. And I'm not going to fuck you over or myself over to try to do something that I know I can't get past the anger right now. So I'm just not going to offer that at this time. But typically I do. We can do whichever you feel best. I love any one of those. Okay, so human design is probably what I'm going to offer. So I will need your birth date, including the year, your time of birth, and your city and state, or the city and country that you were born in. And then we're going to talk about your type of energy that you have, how you work efficiently with that energy, and how to learn how to trust your body when making decisions. Which is my favorite modality. So that's why I always pick it. That's so funny. You're January 2nd. I'm February 1st. So what city in Pennsylvania were you born in? Township or not the township? Because it's giving me two options here. I just want to make sure I press the right one. Okay, township, perfect. All right, so if you want to get over to YouTube, you don't have to. I'll position the camera here. But YouTube is where this is going to stream. I'm going to my screen there. Oh, the city. Okay, not a problem. I can change it. Oh, I can change it. Not a problem. Okay. It didn't change your chart, so it's fine. But yeah, so you can go onto YouTube, and I'm literally sharing my screen, so it's streaming on YouTube right now. If you can't get to YouTube, I'm going to change it anyway. See here, because I don't really, it is as it is. But just know it's going to be streaming on there and you're going to be able to watch it anytime you would like. Now, before we start your timer, I always kind of go over the chart because I know the chart can look really intimidating. It's kind of a wild looking chart. But what you really need to know out of this chart is that there's two sides here. We have this red side of the chart and we have the black side of your chart. The red side of your chart is correlated with the red lines in your chart. If you have red and black, just simply means you have gate 38 specifically here on both sides, the red side and the black side of your chart. But the red lines here are in correlation with the red side of your chart. This is your unconscious side or your design side. This was imprinted on you 88 days before your birth. That's when they say your soul imprints on the body, about the third trimester. These are things you don't understand about yourself until somebody else points them out. And you're like, oh, yeah, yep, I do that. Now, the black side of your chart correlates with those black lines. And this is literally imprinted on you the moment you're born. This is your personality, the things you understand about yourself, the things that are tangible to you. So this is your conscious side, and the red side is your unconscious side. The shapes in here are chakras. These are chakras. Where you have coloration, aka definition on your chart, this is where you have consistent access to energy. Okay, you have consistent access here. Where you have inconsistent access is where you have white in your chart. You still have it. It's just inconsistent. Now I'm going to make you face me real quick. When you have white in your chart, and everyone usually has some sort of white in their chart, it's very rare for somebody to have all definition. This is where you take in energy from other people. You shake it up in your body, like you amplify it in the body like a pop can. And then when you open that pop can, what happens? It's everywhere, right? I just hit myself in the face, but it's everywhere, right? So that's exactly what happens with this. We take in other people's energies, we shake it up in our body, we amplify it, and we reflect it back out at other people. So we are going to start your chart. And before I let you know your type, that's your energy type, your strategy and your authority, I want you to know your strategy and your authority work in tandem together. Like, it's important that they work together. All right. And there's one thing I want to talk about that I am going to start the timer with before I let you know your aura type and things like that. One is you have a completely open solar plexus. You can see there's no activations. You can see there's a heart space activation here, but no activations here or in your sacral center. You are a true empath. You take in other people's emotions like they are your own, and you amplify them, and then you shoot them back out. So you've been told you're dramatic your whole life. You're not really dramatic. You're really taking in the drama from the surrounding areas, taking it all in like it's your own, and broadcasting it back out in an amplified way. You also have ADHD. Okay, so that's why I want to tell you we're not going to harp on it because I really want you to know that you're a projector. You're just like me. You and I are splenic projectors. Okay, when you are a projector, that means you are a non-sacral. This is your sacral center in the human design chart. Your sacral center is the energy center. So you have limited amounts of energy. You are somebody who lives in rest and has active cycles. Do not feel bad for being quote unquote lazy. You're designed to be that way. You are supposed to live in rest and you have active cycles. A 9-to-5 lifestyle is not going to work really well for you. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. It's not going to work really well for you because the 9-to-5 lifestyle is something that is draining. Okay, you don't have the energy to do it. You are really designed to work 4 hours a day. You and I we're supposed to be working minimally. Makes sense. I work 12-hour shifts. Oh, you poor thing. You go home. You can't feed yourself. You can't do anything. You got to sit down at your TV and just veg out. You know, you probably are getting a lot of deliveries or you're getting a lot of like food on the way home because like making food at the end of the day is like pulling teeth. It's fucking hard. But you can work, your shifts, but you're not designed to do so. You're really designed for 9-to-5, and not a 9-to-5. You're designed to work for 4 hours a day. Now, you are also here to wait for the invitation. That's what your strategy is. Your strategy is waiting to be invited, waiting for your recognition. So again, hi B, you can invite yourself if your heart wants to do it. If it gives you joy, it brings happiness to you. You feel it in your bones. It's meant for you. You can invite yourself to do whatever it is you want, but to bring it to the masses, bring it to others, that is something that you need to recognize, like, I need an invitation for. It can be a written invitation. It can be a verbal invitation. Again, it can be an invitation you give yourself, but that is for the self. Projectors need recognitions from others to get that invitation. Now, when I say you're a splenic projector, just like me, that means your splenic center is your authority center. This is your splenic center. This is the intuition center. This is the instinctual center. You are an intuitive, period. You are an intuitive. You have the intuition center defined. You have consistent access to your intuition. Everyone's intuitive. Some people just don't have consistent access to it. Some people need to be in aura or in person in order to get that intuition going. You do not. I don't either, because we are splenic projectors. So trust in your intuition, because not every invitation that you receive is meant for you. So your intuition is going to tell you yes or no. Do I want to do that or do I not want to do that? Follow your intuition. You are somebody who can make in-moment decisions. When you are sacral, when you are splenic, you are able to make in-moment decisions. Trust in your instincts, especially if you're working like in the medical field, which is what I feel like when I see a 12-hour shift. That's just immediately what I feel is like a medical field type thing. And if it's not, that's okay. But just for example, when you are working medical, you have to go on instinct. A lot of the times you go on instinct, you go on intuition, because when there's high stakes involved and it's moment to moment, you need all that information, but you have, I work at, emergency. Yep. So just know, like, you are using that every day when you are in the emergency room, when you are in the in the ambulance, getting the person, the first response to somebody who's been horribly hurt or having a heart attack or, whatever medical emergency there might be. Okay. And being EMS means like there is a lot of downtime usually, like you're usually just hanging out in your ambulance. So that's pretty great for being a splenic projector, because you need a lot of downtime. Okay. Not saying that your not downtimes aren't hard, because your not downtimes are fucking not easy at all. But that's when you can have those active cycles. So I do like where you're at. I feel like that's good for you. I think it's good for you being a projector. But trust your instincts. Your instincts, your intuition is going to tell you what's meant for you and what is not meant for you. When you receive that invitation, you're going to say, yep, that's meant for me, or no, that's not meant for me. You are here to guide others as well. So when you are working on somebody, you're probably talking to them, guiding them through what you're doing. Like, I'm going to touch you here. We're going to put this IV in here. We're going to incubate you now. Like, you're instructing, you're guiding, like, what you're doing. So I really feel like you are pretty much in a good spot, even though you're working 12-hour shifts. But EMS does have some downtime. So, that's going to be really good for a projector. But Sam, I do hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. I hope it gives you some information about yourself that's really validating. But that's just touching the tip of the iceberg here with your human design chart. We have so much more to talk about if you're interested. But let me know how you think. Makes a lot of sense. Thanks. You're very welcome, Sam. No problem. And if you want more information, I do private readings as well. You can always send another 15, or if you just want another reading, like you want to do a general reading or a card reading, we can do that as well. But there's no pressure. You don't have to if you don't want to. I just appreciate you sending in your $15 donation and supporting the page. So thank you so much for doing that. And I'm wishing you the best of luck. You're literally a hero. You literally save lives. So thank you so much for doing what you do. And if you're able to show up on Saturday and you're able to bring medical equipment with you, like in a backpack, please, please, please do, because they're shooting us with rubber bullets. I just saw a video of a girl trying to get into her apartment, but the police were barricading her apartment, like the street to get there. And she was close range and they fucking shot her with a goddamn rubber bullet. They didn't bounce it off the ground like they're supposed to. They shot her. So we are going to need people who have medical experience. So if you can go to the No Kings protest on this Saturday, please bring some medical equipment with you, because you're somebody who's knowledgeable in emergency situations. So I'm inviting you to do that if you're able to, if you're not working that day. I saw that too. So terrible. It's fucking disgusting. It's disgusting what is happening right now in our country, what they're doing to the American citizens, the people who are born here, the people who doesn't even have to be born here. They're just the citizens. They went through the right processes, or they didn't. I don't give a fuck if you don't have a piece of paper. You belong here because we are a melting pot. We are founded on a melting pot, and we are a melting pot. I grew up in an area that is truly a melting pot. Arabic people, Asian people, white people, fucking black people. Like, I grew up with all of the people you can imagine. I grew up with them. I had a substitute that was straight up from Africa. I can't remember the city right now, but like it's the Johannesburg. I don't live in Philly. I live in the Metro Detroit area. I don't tend to try to give my exact city out, but I live in the Metro Detroit area. And in my area, we have the biggest population of Muslim people in the country. So I grew up with everybody. I was blessed that I was able to grow up with everybody and know that there's shitty people and there's fantastic people, but it's people, period. So I digress though, because we have to get to chastity now. But Sam, please, if you can, I would highly encourage it. Okay, bring water. Usually there's water there anyways, and bring your medical equipment. Okay, if you can make it. If you can't make it, you gotta work. You gotta work. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. But if you can make it, I would highly encourage you to get a backpack together and bring all of the supplies you can. All right, Chastity, thank you so much for being here, and love everyone. Literally, love your neighbor. Love your neighbor, unless they're a fucking Yahtzee. If they're a Yahtzee, don't love that motherfucker. Make those Yahtzees be scared again. Can't believe they're not scared to show their fucking faces. I want to be sure this is really going on behind my back. Make sure what's really going on behind your back. Girl, you got filtered on that first one. Is Eric going behind my back with Angela and having an affair? Ooh, what a question. Okay, let's check it out. And guys, we have nobody after Chastity, so if you're interested in a reading, go ahead and send in your $15 donation to the Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. That's how you can get on the list. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, I would imagine. So let's see what's going on here. Your timestamp. Oh, Sam, did I give you a timestamp? I'm going to say 1 hour and 28 minutes if I didn't already give you a timestamp. If I did give you the timestamp, follow the timestamp. I just don't remember if I did. But Chastity, your timestamp is going to be 1 hour and 37 minutes. So you can always rewatch this on YouTube if you'd like. It's being recorded. All right, Spirit, this is for Chastity, Chastity, Chastity. Spirit, what does Chastity need to know about Eric and potentially having an affair? Oh, I feel so angry. I feel extra angry. I already felt angry, but I feel extra angry now. Spirit, what does Chastity need to know about Eric potentially having an affair? Spirit, what does Chastity need to know about Eric potentially having an affair? My heart feels like it's racing a mile a minute. I feel like a tightness in my chest as well, like anxiety tightness. It's not a heart attack, it's anxiety. I just feel like I want to fucking rage. I just want to rage. And to add to my own anger with that rage, so it could be amplified rage here for just being a human being for me. But I just want to fucking rage. It just makes me feel so incredibly angry. Let's see what the cards have to say. I'm going to do one more shuffle and see what's going on. All right, the Knight of Cups is here. The Knight of Cups is the Knight in Shining Armor card, but this is a card saying that you need to fill your own cup. You need to make sure that you're doing the things that make you happy. You're concentrating on you. And if it's his chest has been hurting, very interesting. I think it's anxiety. But I'm tapping into your energy, not his energy. So very interesting. But also if his left arm starts to hurt, take him to the ER because that's probably a heart attack. Okay. Or a myocardial infarction, something like that. I don't know, some words. But the Knight of Cups is here saying like, we do need to fill our cup. We're going to see what the other cards have to say. But this is the Knight in Shining Armor card. So let's see what's going on. I feel like you guys have a family together, like you have kids together. interesting, the cards you have. You have major arcana cards, 3 of them out of the 5 I just pulled. So this is like, yes, 4 kids. I feel like you guys have a lot going on here. Okay, so we have the Devil and we have the 8 of Cups. That's where we're going to concentrate first. The Devil is a card of codependence. It's a card of addictions. It's a card of vices. It's a card of feeling stuck, feeling like you're being controlled in some way, but you're walking away from that. Okay, so there's emotions here. You might be suspecting this since March, that something's been going on here with an affair. Honestly, I do have the Devil here, which is Capricorn, so he could just be a Capricorn. I feel like Spirit has been telling me he's cheating on me again. I mean, trust your gut. I'm not here to tell you not to trust your gut. Trust your gut. But the cards they're not all bad. They're not all bad, but there is something you may be walking away from. You could be seeing, like, because there's 3 people here, right? There's 2 girls and the Devil. So there could be an entanglement here, that you both feel some sort of bind to this person or connection to this person or accord to this person. But there's a chance you're probably going to be walking away. Okay. Now, I don't have the Liar, the Cheater, the Thief card. That's the thing. I'm going to pull one more too. I don't have that card. So do I feel like he's cheating? He could be emotionally cheating. He could be emotionally cheating, but not physically cheating. But I feel like that's not, like, get the fuck away from me. Even if you're emotionally cheating, like, it's still crossing a boundary. It's crossing a line. But you can see they're walking away. The family's here, the 10 of Cups. This is the happily ever after card. So there could be something that we need to work on with our own trust. But I don't see the Liar, the Cheater, the Thief again. But, I mean, trust your gut. Your gut's not wrong. Okay? If you feel like something's going wrong, there probably is. Whether it's physical cheating or emotional cheating. Hi, Kendra. But you have everything that you need. Even if you want to be a single mother, not that you want to be, but if you are like, hey, I don't give a fuck, I'll be a single mother, you have everything you need. You have all the tools you need. The wands, the cups, the pentacles, the swords, growth of abundance, consistent access to it. I keep hearing check emails, so I'm just going to say that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing check emails. I'm not instructing you to snoop around, but I am also somebody who's not telling you to not snoop around. Okay? I just heard check emails. Give me the message. But you have everything you need. You're going to be fine. Your wishes, your hopes, your manifestations, they're all coming to light. They're all coming true. You're strong enough to handle it. You're going to put the work into it. And you are going to take your power back. You are going to take the power back. Okay? The 5 of Swords. This is the card I pulled just to see if there was going to be the 7 of Swords. Is there cheating? If there is, it'd be emotional. It would be emotional. I don't think it's physical at this time. At least that's what the cards are indicating. But I would, that message came through. It was very clear to me. It was check emails, check emails, check emails. So take that or leave that. I'm not instructing you to do anything or whatnot. I'm just giving you the message. But you are going to take your power back. Okay. So I feel like you really do have an upper hand here in this situation. There could be a chance of you leaving this person, okay? Especially with this here. That's going to lead to maybe a happier home. Maybe you'll be better co-parenting than together. Because my grandma, she divorced my grandfather when she was like, I think she was 25, and they were friends. Like my grandma's just an amazing human. They were just better off being friends and co-parenting and not being together. Like they had a better relationship. She would actually come over, and my grandma would come over to my grandpa's house, and especially when they were older, like, and make sure they got everything they needed. When my grandpa died, she would come over and visit my other grandma, my separate grandma, and make sure that she was fed, make sure she was taken care of. Like my grandma's a very big caregiver, and she let the past be the past. There was no second birthdays or things like that. Like when there was a celebration, everybody, grandma, grandpa, and my step-grandmother, all in the same room. No fighting, no animosity. There was just family. Okay, so they were way better separate than together. But I do hope that helps, Chastity. I don't necessarily see cheating in the cards, but I did hear that message. So you can take that or leave that, whatever you want to do with that. But Chastity, my heart goes out to you because I just feel angry. I just feel fucking angry. So really be cautionate, okay? Be cautionate. Did I just make up a word? I think I did. Just go with caution. All right, guys. So we don't have anyone else at this time. So if you're interested in a reading, it's a $15 donation. Linktree link is in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com is how you can get on the list. I'm horrible at reading myself. LOL. I mean, it's hard, especially if you are an intuitive and you do read the cards. Reading yourself is like literally the hardest because you have, biases. Maria, I got you. Thank you, Maria. You have biases. You have natural biases because you're a human being and it's your life, right? So 7 of Swords keeps coming up for him. That's a liar, cheater, thief's card. If it's coming up for you, that's the liar, the cheater, the thief card. That's a very evident, like, yeah. I'm surprised it didn't come out for mine, but I do see you walking away from the devil. I do see you taking those chains, lifting them up and walking them away and having a better life because of it. But I didn't see actually cheating though in the cards. It just wasn't there. But if you're pulling your cards and you keep getting the 7 of Swords, maybe that message was important for you then. That one that I heard. Chellers, thank you so much for the follow sharing the live and the 2 of Pentacles. That's weighing out your options, right? We're trying to figure out like how is this going to work? How do I weigh it out? Go back and forth. So you're just weighing some things out here. If you get the 3 of Cups though, with that, the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Cups is definitely saying there's a third person here that they are definitely cheating with. Otherwise, it's the liar, the cheater, the thief card. They could be lying to you. They could be stealing from you in some way, or cheating on you. But with the 3 of Cups, that's a third person involved. Hi, Kendra. How are you, darling? So we're waiting on Maria, though. Maria just sent in their donation. Thank you so much, Maria. I appreciate you. What type of reading are we doing for you today, Maria? I am not doing mediumship today. I cannot. Oh, she already put it here. She says, I'm looking for general advice. I'm being filtered. Ugh. I'm going to unfilter that. But yeah, other than that, you've been being filtered. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. She wants to know general advice, trying to figure out what I should be focusing on. Okay, perfect. Maria, just let me know that you're here by saying, hey, I'm here. And I don't know why you're sorry. Why are you sorry? There she is. Don't be sorry. I don't know what the sorry was for. But there's no need to apologize whatsoever. But we can do your general reading to see what you need to focus in on. Let's see what's going on. Hi, Sully. Good afternoon to you as well. So, guys, after Mari, we don't have anyone else. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website is how you can get on the list. Guys, we're killing it with the likes today. Thank you so much for liking the live. And, guys, don't forget, Saturday, please show up to the No Kings protest. Find it in your city. I'm going to be a repeat record here. I'm just going to keep repeating myself because it's so important that you show up. So No Kings protest on Saturday. Show up, please. If you are against what is happening with this administration, if you are against what's happening in LA, you're against what's happening when people are kidnapping people off the streets, posing as ICE, not having a real uniform, coming in chucks, like that's fucking crazy. If you are against what is happening, please show up. No Kings protest. Look it up in your neighborhood. It's in all sorts of cities. It's not just in major cities. It is in all cities. Okay. All right, Mari, let's see what's going on. Mari, your timestamp is 1 hour and 48 minutes. So if you ever want to rewatch this reading, you can watch it on YouTube. It is currently being recorded at 1 hour and 48 minutes. Let's see what's going on for Mari. Mari. Spirit, what does Mari need to focus on? Spirit, what does Mari need to focus on? I got like a weird pain here. We're going to see what that means. Spirit, what does Mari need to focus on? What's going on for Mari? There's something here, Mari, that makes me feel very tired. That makes me feel like I'm getting like headaches, but it's like weird. It's like almost where my temple is, but not quite my temple. It's like right above my temple. If you're experiencing any headaches or migraines like that, it could be telling you like you need to take many seats. You got to chill. You got to relax. You got to calm down. Things like that. So let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. But I just feel tired. I feel tired. But we have something new coming in. All pages are newbies. They can be children. Kendra, we're not doing the freebies today. They're on Saturday. All the freebies are on Saturday. 10 o'clock is when I'm going to be on, 10 a.m., so I can make it to the protest. But if you want to get a reading, go ahead and get a 6-minute reading for your $15 donation here today. So the Page of Wands is here. The Page of Wands is saying there is something new coming in that's transformative, because wands are the element of fire. Fire by nature is transformation. This is something that you're driven for, desired to, passionate about. This could be an immature person or a child. When we say immature person, I mean a fire sign person, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. But it is something new. This feels to me something new coming in. Yeah, I do feel like you need to rest. Remember I said I felt tired? I definitely feel like you need to rest. Okay. So we're going to start with the Four of Swords, actually. The Four of Swords is a card of rest. It's a card of meditation. It's a card of taking a moment and taking many seats. It's really interesting because she's holding her head as well. Remember how I said I felt something like a bright above my temple? So she is holding her head. Like she's not feeling well. So there is something here with rest. So I do want you to rest. I want you to take a moment to yourself. I want you to do some self-care. If you want to go get a massage or something like that, go ahead and do it. But I do want you to rest. Okay. Hi, Salem. Salem's coming into your reading. It's the first time in like a week that he's coming into somebody's reading. Salem is my cat. This is my buddy. He is my everything, but he's lucky. When he comes into a reading, he's giving you luck. So right now you need to concentrate on meditation as well, because you're asking what you need to focus on. Rest and meditation. Okay. This is the meditation card. Death and Rebirth. This is my favorite card in the entire deck of tarot. The entire deck. I do think this is more spiritually, like leading in with your spirituality, focusing in there, making sure that you are balanced. I do not believe in light and love only. I believe that's toxic positivity. Hi, Wendy Sue. I'm so glad to see you, darling. But it's toxic positivity when we talk about just light and love. We work with balance. We work with all of the energies in the world in what has given to us, right? If we just concentrate on the positive, we don't know how to handle it when the negative comes in. Balance is key. Death and rebirth, letting go of what is no longer serving you so that you can bring in what belongs to you. Another reason I think this is spiritual is because these two towers here, it's in traditional tarot, that's indicating Pisces. Pisces is the most intuitive of all the zodiac. The 12th house of spirituality, unseen circumstances, unknown enemies, mental health, creating growth and evolution, which is eventually creating your wisdom. Letting go of what we're trying to hold on to is just going to lead us into like a downward spiral. But when we say, hey, this is no longer serving, this is no longer what I want, let it go, you're going to have that sun come out. The sun is the most perceived positive sign you can have. And this card is covered in gray, wisdom, black, protection, white is innocence. Now we are taking our power back as well. So when we let go of what is no longer serving us and we concentrate on our spirituality and balancing ourselves out, we are going to take our power back. We're going to stand up. We're going to defeat whatever needs to be metaphorically defeated. And you have luck on your side. So you have luck. You are going to be victorious. You're going to take your power back. Again, Temperance. Temperance is the 9th house because it's Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the 9th house. Again, a very spiritual house. So more spiritualities here. So I do highly, highly believe to focus in on your spiritual practices, getting your ancestral altar together, learning meditation if you haven't already learned it, connecting with your spirit guides, connecting with the universe, going outside with bare feet, getting grounded, things like that. Because literally bare feet, she's grounded. She's balancing out everything. She's balancing out these cups. She's balancing out the physical with the spiritual. Again, more sun imagery, positivity coming in, growth and strength. We're growing here. This is Archangel Raphael. So this is healing, so you may have to do some shadow work in order to let go of what needs to be let go of. I need to cleanse on the Sag full moon. Hey, which just happened hours ago. It happened like less than 12 hours ago, that full moon did. And now we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, the timer went out, but we're going to read this last card here, which is the Queen of Pentacles. This is the most abundant queen. She is the one that has worth. She has value. She has all of this bloom coming in. She has abundance up the wazoo. So I do see here that this is going to be something that is going to be beneficial for you. So I do think you are going to stand up. You're going to get grounded. You're going to be abundant. You're a money magnet. Money comes to you easily. If you're doing this work, you got to do those manifestations. You got to do those affirmations. Absolutely. So Kendra, Marilyn said, Kendra, I can see your question, which I did see your question as well. But as we do subscriber only Saturdays where the freebies are Saturday. And I didn't see your donation come through. Maybe I missed it. There's a possibility I might have missed it. Let me just do some refreshes. But Mari, I hope that helped. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. I definitely would concentrate on your spiritual growth and your spiritual health. That is definitely a resounding message there in that reading. Wendy Sue says Sagittarius, because she's our Sag friend, feeling it today. I'm a Sag moon, actually. What time Saturday? 10 a.m. 10 a.m. This Saturday, usually it's 11 a.m. Like, come on, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I should probably specify what time zone I'm in. Eastern time, but I'm going on early because I'm going to the No Kings protest. I highly, highly encourage everybody to go. Find it in your city. The more numbers we have, the stronger we are. There is so many people in this country, so many people, and they can't take us all. Okay. So I would highly suggest that, but I will be 10 a.m. is when I will be on, and I'll be able to read your free readings then. Also, I discount your readings too. So instead of $15 for 5 minutes, you'll get $10 for 5 minutes. But anytime any of my subscribers donate $15 or more, it is a 6-minute reading they will get instead of a 5-minute reading. Saturday, it's every Saturday. I do subscriber only Saturdays. Sorry, my nose is just like dripping like crazy right now. Ugh. All right, guys. While we have a little bit of a lull because we don't have anyone else. Yes, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Correct. While we have a lull right now, I am going to quickly go to the bathroom. So give me a second. But if you want a reading, go ahead and donate $15. Linktree links in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website. And then when I get back, I'll double check. And then whoever, it's first come, first serve. So whoever sent it in, we'll get their reading for 5 minutes. So I'll be right back, though. I just gotta go to the bathroom and alrighty. Oh, Marilyn sent in 15. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Marilyn. You're going to get your 6-minute reading. What type of reading are we doing for you today, darling? I'm not doing mediumship today. I'm just infuriated at the state of our country, and I can't get out of anger right now. So I am not doing mediumship, just full disclosure for you. General. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. And after Marilyn, we don't have anyone else. Linktree link is in the profile. Check it out and get your reading. of your choice. Psychic readings and mediumship readings is what I'm offering today. Hi, Lonnie. Thanks for being here, darling. All right, Spirit. Oh, your timestamp is it's 2 hours. Excuse me, it's 2 hours on the dot. So if you ever want to rewatch this reading, 2 hours. You guys are killing on the likes today. Thank you so much. All right, Spirit. This is for our friend Marilyn. Spirit, what does our friend Marilyn need to know? What does Marilyn need to know? Spirit, what does Marilyn need to know? What's going on for our friend Marilyn here? Brittany, it's a $15 donation. Linktree links in the profile. I almost feel like electric in my body. Like, I don't know if I'm being highly stimulated or overstimulated. I just feel a lot of like jittery energy, I guess, like electric jittery energy here. I don't know where it's coming from or what's going on, but I feel it mostly in my solar plexus and my stomach. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I just feel like I want to move. It's stress. Okay. I just feel like I want to move though. Like I want to get up. I want to walk around my house. I want to get outside, walk around the neighborhood park. I want to I just need to get up and move, So I feel like to help your stress, I would go on a walk. I really would. Because it's just everywhere. I feel it in my arms. I feel it specifically more in my solar plexus and stomach than my arms, but I do feel it. Yes, I have more energy lately. Okay, good. We love her. We love to see her. You have luck on your side, right? We have Salem here. Salem is our lucky boy. And there's luck on your side. You have the sunflower here. The sunflower is the sign of the sun. Sunflowers literally will follow the sun, right? No matter where they are, as long as they can get to it, they will follow it. So there's the sun on you. The sun is the most perceived positive sign you can have. We also have, thank you, Spirit. Spirit makes me burp for those of you who are new here. But we also have transformation here. Wands are by nature transformative. I like that I lost 3 people that I burped. Oh my God, that's so funny to me. But anyways, the wands are here to say there's transformation here, passion, transformation, desire, motivation. That's all in the wands. Okay. So just know you are magnetic as well. She is magnetic. People gravitate towards her. People want to talk to her and chit chat with her. So you might have a lot of conversations that's coming in too. So you might actually be really social, being very social here. Yeah, you are stressed. I wouldn't be surprised if it's stressed about a relationship in some form, like a love relationship, because we do have the lovers, or maybe you're just going through a big lifestyle change, because that's what that is. But yeah, girl, she was stressed as fuck. You can see she can't sleep at night and she can't sleep during the day. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of mental activity. This is the swords. Swords is the element of air. Air is the mental suit. So it's your mind, things like that. So you have a struggle. You are absolutely going through a struggle. But you're going to be okay. I promise you. The other cards, you can kind of see them. You're going to be okay. Especially because whatever's going on, whatever lifestyle change you're dealing with, it's protected by angels. This is Archangel Michael. So call on him for protection. He is a protection angel. I would do your research. He might want an offering or a gift of some sort. So I definitely would work with him and give him an offering if that's what he wants. But you are protected. This could have to do with a relationship, though, a love relationship that may not be secure. You may feel like you don't know what's going on in this relationship. I don't know how to function. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't get out on a beautiful day. I thought swords was fire. Well, I've been reading wrong. You're okay. Hold on. So wands are fire, swords are air, cups are water, and pentacles are earth. So just as a little recap for you there, baby doll. Oh, or just Tori. Her name's Tori. So no worries that you read it wrong. It's okay. You're learning. Everyone learns. We make mistakes, but you won't make that mistake again. That's all. That's it. I paused your reading while we talked to Tori there for I just wanted to encourage her to keep going because everyone makes mistakes. Who cares? Just keep going. But with these cards here, I do feel like there is going to be a shift here, especially when you stand up for yourself, when you say what it is that you want. You tell the archangels, like, hey, and your guides and universe and everyone, ancestors, what you want, what you're wanting to achieve, what you want, because somebody's here to help you. Karmic rewards, karmic gifts. That's what the Six of Pentacles is. So this is earthbound. So this could be financial gain. Somebody be gifting you money. This could be somebody who is giving you a physical gift, like she literally has presents in her hand. Or you could be receiving your spiritual gifts, your karmic gifts. But there is some healing that we need to do, okay? Because we are freaking out, okay? The stress is real. But I do want to talk it out. I want to talk it out, whether I talk with my girlfriends, my sisters, my spouse, whatever it is. Like, I want to talk it out. Hi, Layla. I'm back for like 10 minutes. Literally, if you get your donation in right now, you're going to be next in the next 2 minutes. Then we have the Ace of Cups. Trust your intuition. Trust your creativity. Trust your emotions, because this is a whole ass new beginning. This whole ass new beginning is going to be bringing your psychic. It could be psychic gifts, emotional gifts. I am, just rambling. I don't know what that means. But this is something that is very much like meant for you. Something that's going to be very fulfilling. Layla, I got you, love. That's going to be very fulfilling. That's going to be really beneficial for you. It's going to fill your cup so much that it overflows. 111 on the timer. Marilyn, you're the 12th person I've read. I have not seen a single angel number for anybody. Manifestations are coming true. Absolutely. Salem just came back in. Look at his booty. Like, he's right there. Luck is here. Luck is here for you. All right, you got this, especially because you have the Queen of Swords, right? Yeah, not Swords. I'm sorry, the Queen of Wands. You got Salem and Salem. You can still see his little butt. Like, he's there. Bye, Salem. I love you. But you have luck on your side. Know that whatever's going on, you're going to get past it. You're going to get past it. All right, I'm going to pull one more. The Magician. You have everything you need. You have everything you need. You have the cups, the pentacles. No, that's the pentacles. The wands, the swords, all of it. You're talking about yeah. I got you. I got you. Sorry, I just went over my head today. But you have abundance here. You have success here. You have leadership, love as well, because red is love and leadership. We have and passion, right? White is innocence, black is protection, consistent access to it. You have everything you need. All right. Don't let your mind tell you otherwise. Your mind might just be being mean to you right now, right? Because our mind lies to us from time to time. So, Marilyn, I do hope this helps. I hope this gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. And again, check it out. Exactly 2 minutes. 2 hours is your timestamp there. And I really do appreciate you here, Marilyn. Thank you so much. It does. Thank you. You're very, very welcome. I like that you said gems in your eyes, girly. You're so funny. All right, Layla. What type of reading are we doing? I did get your donation. Thank you so much for sending that in. Guys, after Layla, we don't have anyone else. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, Human Design with Melody. Okay, so I need to know about apartments. I'm contemplating a roommate situation, which I don't want, and it might stunt my personal growth. I really want to live alone. I'm looking at a place in budget, and I don't know if I'll get it due to credit issues. Bianca, so I'm doing subscriber only Saturdays, where we've moved the free readings to Saturdays because it's just gotten overwhelming and it was a little too much for me to do freebies and the subscription readings, or not subscription, but the paid readings or donated readings. So Saturday, 10 a.m., please show up at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I am going to do that. I'm going to be there. I'm going to get off at around 12:30 or a little before 12:30 because I am going to go to the No Kings protest. Find it in your neighborhood. It is a nationwide protest. Please, please, please show up. If you are mad and angry at what is happening in our country, that fighting for democracy, fighting for our civil right to assemble, that is our First Amendment right to protest. Our country was founded on protesting. Please, please show up. Please, please, please show up. You can go into a rural area. You can go into a big major city. It doesn't matter. It's everywhere. Find where it is in your neighborhood. You can, sir. I'm done. You're fine. Annalisa, thank you so much for the follow. All right, let's see what's going on for Layla and the housing. Okay, let's see what's going on. Layla, your timestamp is 2 hours, 9 minutes. Spirit, what does Layla need to know about housing? Spirit, what does Layla need to know about housing? Spirit, what does Layla need to know about housing? What's going on for housing for Layla? I do hear cosigner, cosigner, cosigner. So if you have somebody in your life, whether it's your parent, your sister, your brother, your best friend, your aunt, your uncle, grandma, grandpa, I feel like a cosigner is all you're going to need. It's not called a cosigner. It's called, what is that fancy fucking term for it? There's a fancy ass term for it. I can't think of the word right now, but there's a fancy word that just means cosigner, essentially. We have the emperor, though. The emperor is a father figure. This could be your father that you get. I want to say concierge, which is completely wrong as well. I don't know if I'll have anyone to co-sign for me, though, since I don't really have family outside of friends and stuff. Like, friends could, if they're willing to help you with that, they could be helping as well. But it really, don't force them or anything. Just be like, hey, I have a really awkward question that you can say no to if you want. But like, I'm having a struggle with my credit. Is there something you could do to be a cosigner for me? It's not called cosigner, though. It isn't. There's another word for it that I just cannot think of right now. But the emperor is here. This is Aries energy. Aries is selfish because they are the first house of self. That's where they rule naturally. It is not bad to be selfish. You want to live on your own, right? So a guarantor. Yes. Thank you so much. A guarantor. That's the word I was looking for. And you're an Aries, perfect. So absolutely follow through with the self. Okay, whatever it is that you want, you go for it. But the emperor is a superior authority figure, if you will, if he is the father of tarot. So this could be your father. But this is somebody who has a higher level to you. So this could be the people in the office doing your applications and stuff like that. Interesting. You have 3 major arcana cards, so there is some major changes happening. I want to do a clarifier here. Okay. So yeah, your credit is not great. I want to say your credit is whack. That's the words I wanted to use. But it's always darkest right before the dawn. Okay. So yeah, right now it's like I gotta clean some stuff up. If you can pay off some bills, do it. If you can pay off some credit cards, do it. If you're able to, I know that's tough. I know it's just like, oh, so whack, she says. But I would really invest in, like, every time you get a paycheck, like, put money into your credit cards or into your student loans. Some places don't even look at student loans. Some places do. Okay. When I was looking for an apartment I had my old apartment, which I loved, and I'm so glad that I decided to stay there. But when I was looking for another apartment, they're like, we don't care about your student loans. I just got my car payments up to date. Perfect. So you're working on it, right? So it's always darkest right before the dawn. This is my clarifier, the Page of Pentacles, because I was like, I got to clarify this with my last paycheck. I'm so glad I keep doing that. Okay. I know it makes it harder for you to be able to, like, get food and stuff and, like, I don't know, survive. But I think right now it's very important that you are, like, investing in your credit. Okay. Because there is something happening here. Yeah, you're putting a lot of work into it and you're not really receiving a hell of a lot out of it. But I feel like that work that you need to put into is exactly what you need to do. Okay. The Page of Pentacles, again, is my clarifier for the 10 of Wands, Cups, damn it, Swords. Words are hard. I'm sorry, Layla. But this is something that is going to allow you to really, like, get on your feet. Get on your feet, get to solid ground. So I would invest in that for sure, and just keep putting money away towards it as much as you can spare. Usually I'm like, put that in your savings, but right now put it in your bills, all your bills. Okay. The more that you work on it, the better you're going to be. It does take time to repair that credit, though. It just simply does. It just takes time. But I honestly, like, there's something here that feels really positive to me, really good for me. So we have Justice, we have the Hanged One, and we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. These are the last 3 cards. We might pull another card. We'll see what goes on, how much time we have, but yeah, Justice is the legal system. So this could have to do with credit because credit's not legal, but it is something that we are required now to have in order to buy things, which, by the way, is rooted in racism. Just FYI, credit's rooted in racism, if you guys didn't know that. But yeah, so you are going to even that out though. Look at it's equality. This is the equality symbol on her chest. She has the scales, they're completely balanced, but she's not afraid to take action when she needs to. That's why the sword is raised. She's not afraid to take the action when she needs to. There is a perspective change here. The Hanged One is all about perspective changes. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Spirit being fever for anyone who's new here. But the Hanged One is saying, hey, yes, I have to hang myself by my ankle to see the world in a new light, see things for exactly how they are. But I get ideas for whatever reason. I get ideas. I feel very inspired. For whatever reason, I feel like this is just what I'm getting. So you can take it or leave it, okay? This is not something I'm saying you have to do or should be doing. I'm just telling you what I get. I want to take out a loan. I want to take out a loan and pay off everything. So even if like your credit union, and if you don't have a credit union, get to a credit union, take your shit out of the bank, go to a credit union, you guys. The banks will fail. The credit unions will not. All right. Get to a credit union. Take your money out of the bank, go to a credit union. But I want to see if they'll give me a loan so that I can pay off what I need to pay off and just pay my credit union. Usually when you have a credit union, they are going to give you a really good interest rate. Every loan I've ever had through my credit union has been a 3% interest rate. So they might give you higher than that. I can't speak for your specific credit union, but I would highly suggest it. Okay. But you don't have to do that at all. It's really your choice on what you want to do with that. Ace of Wands, we didn't talk about it. We're going to talk about it right now. Ace of Wands, new beginnings, new transformation, passion, desire, motivation, fire signs, right? Transformation, sun, positivity coming in. So I do feel like I want to get out a loan and I want to like consolidate all of my debt into this loan and pay off my debts so that I can increase my credit score and then just pay your credit union back with a lesser interest rate. But guys, again, if you have a bank, get out of it. Fuck Chase, fuck Bank of America, fuck any other major chain fucking bank. Get to a credit union because we're about to have a really bad recession. Everything that's going on, how could we not? Please protect yourselves. Get to a credit union. Okay. But Layla, I hope that helps. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a subscriber. I really do appreciate you. And I do hope that helps, my darling. My heart goes out to you. But I don't think you're gonna. I just don't think you're gonna have a roommate. I didn't see any indication that you would have a roommate. I do think you're gonna end up doing this on your own. It helps so much. No problem, darling. Alrighty, guys. So we don't have anyone else right now after Layla here. So we have an opening. If you're interested in reading, it is a $15 donation. While we have this moment as a lull, I'm going to bitch about the government right now. So you can hang out with me and bitch with me and commiserate with me. And I'm going to encourage everyone to get to the No Kings protest. Again, I'm a broken record. I'm going to be on motherfucking P until Saturday because it is important that if you disagree with what is happening in the office, if you disagree with what's happening in LA, you disagree with military forces being put on American citizens for protesting peacefully, show up. Show up. We need numbers. Numbers are important. We need to show up. We need to stand out. We need to stand up for our country. Our country needs us. Democracy is literally under attack. What is going on in LA is an abomination. It's an abomination. Thank you, Corey, so much for that. It's an abomination what's happening to our American citizens. The First Amendment is our freedom of speech and our right to peaceful assembly. Okay. And I'm talking about peaceful. There is nothing going on. Sorry, some Waymo cars got destroyed. Nobody drives a Waymo. It's a self-driving car. Nobody got hurt. But we should not be doing it either way. Okay. We should not be doing it either way. Peacefully protest. If you are bringing an American flag, thank you, Bianca. I appreciate it. Thank you for speaking up. This is not just about race. It's not. It's about democracy. It's literally about democracy. We were founded on immigrants. I'm sorry. I'm white. I was born here, but my ancestors were not. I'm white. I am not a Native American. Native Americans are the only true Americans there are. I immigrated over. My family immigrated over. If you're white, your family immigrated over. Okay. Some people were stolen from their country and forced on ships to come over here to be slaves. Okay. Some people were here against their motherfucking will. And some people are here because they needed refuge. Some people are here because their visa wanted education and their visa ran out. It is not a criminal federal offense to be undocumented in this country. It is a civil infraction. That's it. That's it. They're not criminals. They're not grapists. You know who's a rapist? I'll give you a hint. He looks like a fucking Cheeto. That's who it is. This is my first impression of you, and I love it. Thank you, Mama Jess. I'm glad you're here. It's just so maddening. Our governor in Texas called in the National Guard against the protests in the major cities. Leela, I'm so sorry. Fuck that. Fuck that. That is our civil right. It is not just our civil right, it's our constitutional right. It's a $15 donation. Linktree link is in the profile there, Savvy Shabby. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website. It is absolutely atrocious. Taco. Yes, Meg, taco. Taco. Trump always chicken out. You just popped on my feed and I'm like, girl, preach. Thank you, Laura Ann. Like it's so, people think that like fascism won't happen in America because we're free. We stopped paying attention. Oh, perfect. I'm glad to hear that. We stopped paying attention. We stopped paying attention. And when we stopped paying attention, guess what happened? Fascism. Fascism happened right under our noses. And I didn't vote for this. I never, ever, ever put my vote in for that motherfucker. And I never would. I don't vote for rapists. I don't vote for people who are 34 time count felonies. Can we deport him? Let's give him to El Salvador. He's a fucking criminal. I'm pissed off for sure. Laura Ann, thank you for the follow. Like, it is absolutely disgusting. And when people sit here and try to fight, because for whatever reason, in the city that I am in, like the neighboring city, the one I actually grew up in, there's so many Trumpers. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, if you're a MAGA, if you're a maggot, what is wrong with you? MAGA is another 4-letter word for Yahtzee. People being disillusioned and complacent has gotten us here. Absolutely they have. Absolutely they have. They think that, oh, he speaks the truth. He speaks from his heart. He tells it how it is. No, he doesn't. He lies. And when he's telling the truth, it sounds like a lie. So, oh, he won't really do that. Project 2025 isn't really what he knows about. He doesn't know about that. Yes, he did. He knew about it the whole fucking time. And I know I'm not preaching to the maggots here because they're not here. They should not be here. And if you are here, why? I don't want you here. You don't get a reading from me. Go away. Shoot. Bye. Like, I don't stand for people who don't love their neighbors. The only neighbor you should not love is if your neighbor is a Yahtzee. Sorry, you're hateful. You're a hateful bitch. And I am under the whole guise of if you are intolerant to intolerance, good. You should be intolerant to intolerance because it's the intolerance paradox. If you're not intolerant to intolerance and intolerance fucking wins, be intolerant to intolerance. Empathy is hard in this country for some reason because it's ego. It's ego. I can't be wrong. I can't own up to my fucking mistakes. Why? Because your ego is going to get hurt? Oh no, your poor little ego. Get over yourselves. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone's not escaping this life without making some mistake. Learning from it is what you can do. That's the best thing you can do. Ego is the ultimate enemy. I don't necessarily believe that. I think an inflated ego, sure, absolutely. But we all have ego. It's psychology. We have the id, the ego, and the superego, right? So if we have an inflated ego, we have narcissism. That is the ultimate enemy right there. I'm a veteran also. Leela, I never knew that. The National Guard needs to stand with the Constitution and not the whims of leaders. That is what they have sworn their oath to. Hell, Cheeto Man swore his oath to the Constitution. But did you notice on his inauguration day, he didn't touch that fucking Bible. He didn't touch it because he had no intention of actually honoring that oath. He had no intention of caring about the Constitution. Yes, but at the end of the day, when somebody lets their ego take over, that's where right, that's the inflated ego. Right, 100%, Mama Jess, 100%. I agree with you. That inflated ego, that narcissism. Because I truly feel like he's punishing us for not letting him win the 2020 election. And I do feel like Kamala actually won the election. I felt that immediately. Like when we got the results, I was in disbelief. I couldn't believe it. And now to find out that there is some tampering that went on with the voting machines, very intriguing, very interesting. Meg says same. And Leela says, of course not. He told us day one he was going to be a dictator. He did. He literally said he wanted to be a king. Yes, he 1,000,000% cheated. He did. He even thanked Elon for helping him cheat. Like, why are we not going in and taking him out of office? Because one of our constitutional rights is saying if there is a fascist, an authoritarian, somebody who is not with democracy, we can remove them from office. We can remove them. Why are we not removing it? He said he rigged it outright. He can do whatever he wants. It's insane. Yes. It is absolutely monstrous. What is happening is monstrous. This man is a monster. I had a dream back in 2020 that I didn't really know what it was about. I was in Detroit. I was in Detroit. I call it Detroit because we're actually French. But anyways, I was in Detroit, and in my dream, I was downtown, like the heart of downtown, and there was like a portal in the sky, and what came through was literally like Godzilla-sized Trump coming through and just like destroying the city. And I didn't understand what it meant in 2020 because then Biden won. I was like, oh, cool. That was just a fucking weird dream. Now I feel like it's very foreshadowing and very telling that I have intuition, and that was intuitive. It gave me 4 years, but he is literally taking the cities and going in, taking our neighbors who have done nothing wrong. I'm sorry, how are you going to a Home Depot and stealing people who are not criminals? And he did say, we are going to take the criminals first. That's what he said before any of this happened. We're going to take the criminals first. What does first mean? It means it's more than just the criminals. They're coming for everybody. They're coming for everybody. Thank you, Tau50, for the sharing of the live. So we have to fight back. And the way to fight back is peaceful protest. Showing up to the No Kings protest this Saturday. Showing up, putting yourself out there, being part of the numbers. If you wave an American flag, and I don't care what flag you wave. I really don't. I don't give a shit. But if you are waving an American flag, do it upside down. Upside down flags mean we are in distress. Fly it upside down. Okay? I'm just so fucking angry. I'm so angry that when I opened up my app today, the taco, I'm hoping for him. I mean, I'm really grateful. Let me tell you my gratitude real quick. I'm so grateful for the downfall and the imprisonment of Donald J. Trump, Elon Musk, J.D. Vance, and the elected officials of the Republican Party. That is my gratitudes. That is my manifestations. I hope you guys are grateful like me. I hope you guys also have that gratitude in you. And I hope he goes. I hope it happens. I hope it happens. Why are you here? Why are you here? I won't shed a fucking tear. Not one tear. I'll spit on that motherfucker's grave. That's what I'll do. I'll drive up to wherever he is in Mar-a-Lago and I'll spit on that fucking headstone. Celebrating in the streets. Absolutely. Absolutely. Fireworks in the sky for that. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Why? Anyways, I saw a video when I opened up my app. I was going to say this. I just got distracted because, I'm fucking angry. But I got distracted because what had happened when I opened up my app today is I saw a woman in LA. And she was walking towards the barricade of officers because her apartment was in that street. She was trying to go home. She was trying to go in her bed and go to bed. She's trying to go home. And what did they do? This close she was to them. Point blank shot her with a fucking rubber bullet. Are you fucking kidding me? You're not even supposed to shoot rubber bullets at people. You're supposed to shoot them at the fucking ground. That's what you're supposed to do with the rubber bullets. The reporter from Australia, I know I said Australia weird, but whatever. Point blank shot her. You saw it all on camera. The whole thing. You saw the officer not look at her, shoot. It's like Standing Rock. Standing Rock, that happened too. People were shot in the head with rubber bullets. Do you guys remember Standing Rock in 2016? Maybe it was 15. I can't really remember. 15, 16. Same thing. Protesting, making sure that oil wasn't going to poison a federally protected tribe. Standing Rock was horrific. It was. I almost went out there. But when I finally decided to go out there, like, everything had dispersed. But, like, people were being shot in the head with rubber bullets. I saw somebody shot in the eye with it. Huge fucking, like, bruise immediately. Why are we deploying the fucking Marines? Why are the Marines coming out? Why is the National Guard coming out? Like, you are not here. You can only protect a federal building. That's the only thing they can do. They don't even have the funds. They're sleeping on the ground. That's how much he cares about our troops. They're sleeping on the ground. They have no food. They have no water. They have no shelter. But you want to care about our fucking troops. It's a sham. He's a sham. He should be ashamed of himself, but he's not. But he's not. He never will be. Because a narcissist cannot. They cannot be blamed for anything. They cannot be told that they're doing wrong. Narcissists can't handle it. They'll take it all out on you. And when I say you, I mean the American citizens. I'm just fucking mad. I'm disappointed. I literally, that right there enraged me so hard. Crazy. Why are there pictures of our National Guard men and women sleeping on the fucking ground? The fact that he resorts to insults and name calling immediately. We're just fodder to them. Yeah. You're just a number to them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about me. They don't give a fuck about anyone who's not a billionaire. If you're not the 1%, he does not fucking care. And he only cares about you and the 1% if you have to, like, if he can use you, if he can utilize you, if you have something to offer him. If you have nothing to offer, he don't give a fuck about you. He kicks you out. He'll turn on you so quick too. He will. And he'll do it with a smile. He'll turn on you with a smile. He does not care. It's disgusting. The ultimate grifter. Absolutely. He's just a cult leader. He's literally a cult leader. Maggots are his people, as his cultists. And just remember, guys, MAGA is just another four-letter word for Yahtzee. That's all it is. If you see somebody who's proudly wearing a maggot hat, be mean to them. Outwardly, be mean to them. Treat them like they treat women. Treat them like they treat people of color. Treat them like they would do minorities. And don't get me wrong, I know some maggots who have hearts of gold, who are just brainwashed. But you know what? If you don't wake up, that's a choice at this time. Sorry that you're so nice. Why do you want others to be hurtful? Why do you want to hurt others? Your vote, your actions speak louder than your niceties. But honestly, I think most people voted for Kamala. I do think Kamala actually won that election. And I've been not wanting to say that because I don't want to be like the other side. I don't want to be like them where it's like, oh, this has been rigged. Oh, this is rigged. Leela, I got you. Thank you so much, Leela. I don't want to be as bad as them. But now that we have proof that there is possible, like, shit going on with the election, yeah, they're starting to prove it. Right. That's why I'm starting to speak up. Even though my intuition told me, I was convincing myself, like, I can't be like them. I can't be like the other side. Michelle, it's a $15 donation, Linktree link in the profile. But I think Kamala won. I think most people knew what was happening and woke up to it. But because Elon fucking rigged the election, I lost people on that one. But it's true. Look up the Economic Times. EconomicTimes.com. They have a whole article about it. I think the AP, the Associated Press, I think they also took that article and did a research on it. Look at the tower at the bottom as we talk about this. It's gone now, but yeah. It's like everything's falling apart. And I kept saying, like, the only good thing of this could be that everything is being dismantled so that we can rebuild it better, stronger, greater, just like the tower moment. But I know that will be the outcome out of everything. Like, we will get there. But this whole thing since January 20th has been too far. It's been too far since January 20th. I made a post on January 20th saying about how there's a fascist in the office. And I've been telling my friends there's going to be tanks in the street just like the Gestapo. And there is. Oh, all right. I gotta breathe for a second because I gotta get back to work here. Layla sent in her donation. Anyone else who's interested in reading, it's a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, my website, Human Design with Melodies, how you can submit your donation. But Layla, let me know what type of reading Leela. I keep saying your name wrong. I'm sorry. Leela, what type of reading are we doing for you, my love? Love and light to you, my new friend. You too. I hope you the most balance in the world, because I do believe more in balance than just light and love. Balance to me is great. General, absolutely, my love. Have a good live. You too, Mama Jess. Thank you so much. Oh, Melissa, I didn't mean to not read your comment, but welcome in. If you want a reading, it's a $15 donation. The link tree is literally pinned at the top of the chat. This is actually very interesting. Thank you. You're very welcome, Bianca, anytime. All right. We have 6 minutes on the timer for you for being a subscriber. Thank you so much. Whew. I got to breathe. I got to breathe this out. This is why I'm not doing mediumship today. I'm just fucking angry. I can't get past the anger. I could light more incense. I like Nag shampoo, but I have like a lifetime supply. But yeah, you're right. Let me go ahead and light some more incense here. It's understandable. Thank you so much. I do feel like my anger is absolutely justified. Oh, and also tell your ancestors, if you do ancestral work and any of your ancestors fought for freedom, ask them to keep fighting for freedom. Ask them from the other side to help freedom reign and live and survive, okay? Because some of our ancestors fought in World War II against who? You named it, the Yahtzees. And to have them in American soil, it's not what our ancestors fought for. Not a single one of them. All right, Leela. Let's see. I'm going to light this real quick. Amber, it's a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile. Thank you for your question, though. All right. Spirit, your timestamp is 2 hours and 37 minutes, my love. 2 hours, 37 minutes. All right, this is for our friend Leela. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Spirit makes me burp, for those of you who don't know. My lineage goes all the way back to Charlemagne, so I'm sure there's a few. I'm sure there is. Freedom Fighters, assemble. Spirit, what does Leela need to know? This is for Leela. Spirit, what does Leela need to know? Spirit, what does Leela need to know? What does Leela need to know? I heard stand up. Interesting. I heard stand up. I'm not sure if it's stand up for our rights, stand up because you've been sitting too long. They just said the word stand up. It feels very much like I know what I stand for and I'm not going to shut up about it, like type of thing. It could be just because I've been very political just the last my whole life. Really hardcore in this live. But I do feel like there's something here to stand up for. We do have the Nine of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. The Nine of Wands is the card of saying like, oh shit, something happened, because the Eight of Wands, those are the ones that are suspended in the air, like coming down, kind of just like my fingers. And they landed right behind her. So she's like, I don't know where these came from. I don't know what's going on. And then she has her head bandaged and her hands bandaged. So there is healing that she needs to do. Once she does this healing, if it's shadow work, if it's like I broke a bone and I need to heal it. It's going to put you in full alignment. Okay. I don't think you broke a bone. That doesn't feel right to me. And I'm not predicting any broken bones for you, just FYI. But this is going to put you in full alignment. You can see all of the wands. They are not at all overlapping. Even this one is barely overlapping. It's like the tiniest little bit. Hopefully you can see it better on YouTube. But so there is alignment coming out of healing. Yes, this could be something sudden that happened and you weren't expecting it, but it's going to allow you to heal. Let's see what else is going on. Hell yeah. Oh, girl, you passionate. You passionate. We got 4 out of a 6-card reading. You got 4 fire or wands. So there's passion, there's desire, there's motivation. There's so much happening here, especially with a relationship. There is a relationship here, the 2 of Cups. This could be a friendship, a working relationship, a romantic relationship. This is a soulmate level connection card. Soulmate level connections is all about lessons to be learned. They are teaching you something. Some soulmates are here for a lifetime. Others are here for a short time. So just know whatever's going on, it is going to allow you a healthy relationship, because this is the healthy here. So whether it's a friendship, platonic soulmate, because one of my soulmates is my best girlfriend. We've been best friends for over 25 years at this point. Definitely a soulmate. Definitely a soulmate. But you're ready. You're ready to take this on. The Knight of Wands is a card saying, hey, I'm rearing on my back legs. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take off. I'm ready for the next thing. Even if you're overthinking it, even if in your mind you're like, yes, I'm ready, but I got to get this in order. I got this in order. I got to get this in order. I got to get this in order. You're still ready for it. Don't overthink it. My ride or die, right? But don't overthink it. It's not worth it. Okay. You can see there's a phone in her hand. In traditional tarot, this is a globe. Like literally the world is in this person's hand. All the world's knowledge is now in our telephones. So you have everything that you need to get the information you need. This is also somebody who's looking at a bird's eye view. All right. So yes, you may be thinking about something over and over and over and over again, because this is the overthinking card. But you have a bird's eye advantage to actually see things for exactly how they are. And once you really see, like, okay, this is what I want, I'm going to go for it because I'm ready for it, and I'm not going to convince myself otherwise. The 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands. This is victory. Not victory. I lied to you. This is success, which is just as good. Just as good. So there is success here out here for you. There is something you do need to let go of. Okay. And it could be the overthinking, because I kind of was talking about like letting go of, the thoughts of overthinking, because this is a card of like, I'm holding on to something, and I'm holding on to something so much that I'm not moving. I'm kind of paralyzed by it. So when I let go of overthinking, I'm able to see that I'm ready, and I'm able to bring in my success. I'm able to bring in what's meant for me, what's belonging to me. Is it here yet? No, the ships are in the harbor. They're not to port yet. It's coming in. It's coming in for you. So just know your success is on the horizon. It's coming in. I really have a good feeling about October for whatever reason. I don't know why. October feels really promising to me for whatever reason. 7 of Wands. I just pulled another card because we got plenty of time. I kind of just ran through those. 7 of Wands. Right place at the right time, doing the right work. Girl, you got so many wands. Like for real. So just know, like, nobody can touch you. Your success, once you start letting go of this reoccurring like overthinking, no one can touch you. No one. They're at such a bad angle. They can't get you. You can see she, on the other hand, has the wand, and she could take her wand and literally knock everything over, right? She can have anything that she needs. She got it. She's in the right place at the right time, doing the right work, doing the right things. All right. So just know, like, this is something that's going to be really, really positive for you. That's going to set you apart from everyone else. So even if it's like you getting a new job, or you starting your own business, or you just going with whatever you're passionate about, whatever your desire is, whatever it is that you want, you can achieve it. It's a lifestyle change though. So you're going to have to change some lifestyles. And again, this could be about a relationship, right? Well, that's not where I knocked everything over. So now I don't know where things are. It could absolutely be about a love relationship. You could be coming in for you if you don't already have it, because you might be ready for it. But this is a lifestyle change card. This is Archangel Michael. So this is the protection angel. Angel wings here as well. Thank you, Spirit. So you have protection. So whenever you're ready, it's waiting for you. You might have to change your lifestyle up a bit because you need some healing, right? The Nine of Wands, healing. And that could really put in like, I'm confident, I know what I want, I go forth and do what it is that I need and I want, things like that. So Leela, I hope this made sense. I hope this gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for supporting the page. Thank you for being a subscriber. I really do appreciate it super, super a lot. So thank you so much for being here. And I do hope it helped. All right, guys, I'm only going to be on for about 45 more minutes. So anyone who was thinking about getting a reading or was on the edge about getting a reading, feel free to get to the Linktree link in the profile, send in your $15 donation. I'm going to get off in literally 15 minutes. Insight, but now I have more questions. If you want, we can do another reading, or we could just kind of wait and see what happens type of thing. But I would go with whatever gives you drive, gives you motivation, whatever you're passionate about. Like that's what they're really talking about. There's transformation here too. The wands are fire. Fire by nature is transformation. So you're going to go out and you're going to be transformative. You're going to transform into whatever the next thing is, whatever it is you want, just know what that is. Figure it out. Right now, you probably don't know what it is because we have the overthinking card, right? And we're like holding on to something we shouldn't be holding on to. So let go and let universe. Traditionally, that saying is like let go and let God, but God, universe, source, they're all the same word, different words for the same energy. I'm really hungry. I just noticed like my stomach's really hungry. So I just want to do a refresh just in case I missed something I didn't see for whatever reason, which I don't think I did, but just take a look. Want, not wasn't. I think you got filtered. That other one, the one you're correcting, I think it was filtered. Which is weird because I thought I got the filter under control. And sometimes it lets me unfilter things and sometimes it doesn't. All right, so I don't see anything different here, which is totally fine. No big deal. I said I want to see if there's a path that stands out to pursue. Okay. Do you want to send in another donated reading? Because I can see what we get. Yes, I was okay, perfect. Sounds great. And you'll get another 6-minute reading as well. All right, perfect. I got you, Leela. So let me know when you're back in the room, my love. All right, perfect. Let's see what's going on. Spirit. Again, this is for Leela. Spirit, what does Leela need to know about the path they need to pursue? Spirit, what does Leela need to know about the path that they need to pursue? Spirit, what does Leela need to know about the path they need to pursue? I just feel anxious. I feel anxiety in the body. But I keep getting like the wands, and the wands are psychic. The wands are psychic, whereas the cups are empathic. So it's still a psychic ability, but it's about emotions and feeling emotions here. But there's something here with psychic ability that I keep seeing, especially having all those wands too comes in as well. But it's like really trusting in yourself and trusting in your intuition and learning about the esoterics, learning about the occult, things like that is coming in. But I'm going to see what the cards have to say. I have a few gifts. So I definitely would rely on these gifts. I would maybe you need to be doing what I'm doing. Maybe you need to be starting that, like starting getting, I don't know how many followers you have. If you have 1,000 followers, go live. More wands. You are my wand queen. Hey, Alyssa. I hope you're doing well. I heard you got a human design reading, or I saw it, so I'm really happy for you. But the Five of Wands is conflict. So I feel like this is an internal conflict. Whether it's like I want to pursue it, but I'm afraid, or I'm afraid of other people's opinions, or people are going to believe me or not. That's, it's all, it feels internalized, this conflict to me. So I definitely would rely on your gifts to trust them and really develop them in a way where you can absolutely read people. Absolutely, it's internal. You got Cancer right away. Repeat message, girl. So I do think you're going to be walking away from something because you got to get a move on. You got to get a move on. Your mindset, like I said before, is what's stopping you. The lure of the Sphinx is that they talk to you through communicating through telepathically. You have the Magician's Wand. This is the Cancer card, by the way. You have the Magician's Wand here. You have everything you need, right? You have the wands, you have the cups, you have the pentacles, you have the swords, you have this growth of abundance. You have consistent access to it, as above, so below. And this is, the Magician is the manifester. You can manifest the life of your dreams. Just know that you have to go get it. You can manifest, but if you're not going for it, you're keeping yourself stuck. You're ready. You see that plume of smoke, though? Now, plume of smoke is saying that you are like literally burning rubber to go, but your mindset is keeping you here. So it's harder for you to go. So allow you to say, I can do anything. I can do anything. I don't care if people believe me or not. Imposter syndrome is real. Okay. It's very, very real. So I want you to be very cautious about your imposter syndrome and know that it's you doing it. Right? It's your mind telling you that you're not good enough, or people aren't going to believe you, or, the more you do this work, the less the imposter syndrome is. Okay. And I will talk about from experience, because I did have imposter syndrome. I had the same fears of like, no one's going to believe me. No one's going to believe me that I can communicate with spirit, or I can do mediumship, or I can, be an intuitive in any way. But the moment I started to really do this work, and there's one reading that stands out with, it was a spirit-led reading when I used to do spirit-led, and I felt like I was drowning. And then she's like, oh my God, yes, like my family member drowned. And I just knew in that moment, I was like, I can't be an imposter anymore, because I know this stuff and I don't know this person. It's just, I start trusting in those messages, start trusting in yourself. Confidence is key in anything, but trust in yourself. Success. Yellow is success, right? You may have walked away from something, though, and the eclipses, yes, imposter syndrome is a big problem for me. So it's time for you to reconstruct that in your mind. Okay, the more you do this work, the more it's going to be. Biddy Tarot helped me out a lot as well. Doing lives helped me out the most, to be honest with you. But Biddy Tarot really did help me. So BiddyTarot.com, she has this whole thing where she has a community of people who are reading strangers. And that really helped me get confident in the cards specifically. And then doing lives helped me get into my actual intuition even more. There's another reading that stands out, but that was like a face-to-face reading about how I felt like there's a young kid that passed away, died suddenly, like in a car accident, and turned out it was a sudden thing, but it wasn't a car, it was a train. And they were listening to headphones, and they passed away because they didn't know a train was coming, got hit by the train. And it made that man just ran out of there. He's like, how do you know that? And just ran out of there so he could cry in his car. I felt so terrible, but also he needed that message. So, but you are overthinking too much. You're thinking too much, right? This is the overthinking card. So trust in the process. Go with the flow. I do feel like intuitive work is something that yours, because we have enlightenment here. This is a card of enlightenment. They're seeing things for exactly how they are. not how we want them to be, not how we're perceiving them to be, not through rose-colored glasses. We're seeing them for exactly how they are, period. Enlightenment is at the end of this. This could be another spiritual awakening here. Another spiritual awakening. You have one spiritual awakening. It's not the only one you have. You can have many spiritual awakenings in your life. I've had several. One where I woke up to being a witch. One where I woke up to my spiritual abilities. One where I woke up to the cards. Like spiritual, like that happens. But you have something to celebrate at the end of this. You have something to celebrate. Cups are intuitive. Okay. And another one, oh God, right. Like they come in when you need to, when they want you. They're like, okay, she's done the work. Grant her more spiritual abilities. Okay, she did more work, grant her more spiritual abilities or more connection or more things or whatever it is personally to you. But the Three of Cups is something to celebrate. And the cups are intuitive. And you have here too. But I feel like September, when the next eclipses are happening, that's when things are going to really start ramping up for you. That's how that feels to me. But Leela, I hope that gave you more clarity on what to pursue. I really hope this helped give you more, but don't overthink it. Go with the flow. Do I get everything right? No, absolutely. I don't get everything right. Absolutely not. I'm a human being. And sometimes when I say something and it's wrong, I'll get like a feeling or a pin or a ping or whatever and be like, oh no, that wasn't right. That wasn't correct. You'll hear me say in the readings, like, this could be it, but that doesn't feel right to me in my body because that's not right. So your intuition will start to tell you when you're correct and when you're not correct. And sometimes it doesn't. Like I just had a reading with a regular of mine who's been with me since I started this journey, essentially, like back in 2021, 22, something like that. And she comes to me every 3 months. I love her so much. I adore her. I have two people like that. But I was reading something and she's like, no, that doesn't sound like that. But then earlier in the reading, I was like, I get New York bagel. And she's like, Melody, oh my God. Like the bagel is such a big deal. Like say whatever's coming to mind. I didn't think the bagel was going to be a big deal, but the bagel was huge. It was a huge deal. It just felt so not like a big deal. It's just like, I just get New York bagel. I feel like you need to go to New York and get a bagel. And she's like, Melody, like it was like the funniest thing. And then it leads me to go like, I love my job because I do. I love my job. I love what I do. I love that I'm of service and that I can be helpful in this way. I second guess my gut, even though it's usually right. Right. And this is a lesson in you saying, we're not going to second guess it. We're going to be confident that the gut knows what's going on and trust it. Okay. So don't second guess it. If your brain turns on, your brain is not meant to make decisions. That's why I teach human design. That's why I read human design, because the brain will lead you astray. The brain is not where we make decisions from. The body, that's where we make decisions from. That's where we need to trust. Okay. Because the brain will talk us into anything and out of everything. The brain will lead us into trauma, then black it out. The body retains all the information, all of the trauma you've ever went through in your life, your body retains it. That's why when you're in a certain place and you didn't know that this certain place was a trigger for you and your body starts to be like, we gotta go. And you go, guys, I don't know why I gotta leave. It's because your body recognizes some trauma that you have repressed, that the brain has repressed. The body doesn't repress it. Okay. Trust in it. This is a lesson and you're learning. Life is just a giant school. Right. And we got to fight for our school right now because our school is under attack. I have a defined Ashna. Ooh, that means you get, sorry. The Ashna is the mind. I almost said inspiration, but that's the crown. You have the mind. So you have a good mind on your shoulders. Like if you have it defined to the throat, which would make me feel like that's correct. Leila, let me see. Did I do yours? Have I done yours? I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah. Yep, to the throat. So you have great insight. And you can convey that insight. You definitely have ADHD though. And one of your clairs is your sense of smell. I had the 43. Right. The 43 is insight. Right. You have great insight. And to the 23, gate 23 is, how can I think of gate 23 right now? It is assimilation. Right. So your insight like blends seamlessly into whatever it is you need to say. All roads lead to the throat. The throat's defined manifestation. That's your manifestation center. So you are able to absolutely have that insight and convey that insight and have it make sense to people. where they're like, oh yeah, I didn't think about it like that, but you're right. You're right. You also have gate 4. You have the answers. Where's gate 4? Gate 4 in your chart is, it's on the red side. Oh my gosh, it's your sun. It's your subconscious sun. You have the answers subconsciously, intuitively. You have it. Don't ever second guess yourself, girl. Don't ever. You're always right on that first one. And then gate 24, which is the gate of rationalization. You're rational on both sides of your chart. You have rationality on both sides of your chart. Where is it? 24 is both in your north node. Your north node on both sides, your conscious and your unconscious side. So you have this in you. Is that all where it's at? Yeah, that's the only places where it's at. You have the answers, and you have in the rational. Your answers are rational. So don't doubt yourself. I would not, especially if you smell anything wild. You're like, why do I smell this perfume? Or why do I smell cigarettes randomly? Or why do I smell schmear schmana randomly? Like one of your clairs is the sense of smell. Okay. So trust in that. Now your intuition is going to work best in person, also known as in aura, because you have an undefined spleen, but doesn't mean you don't have it, because you have depth. You have the gate 48, you have depth. Okay. You have that defined. And it's in your Mars, so it's actionable. Your depth that you feel is actionable. Yes, I feel like a bloodhound. That's hilarious. Because you are. Because you are. So just know, like, you have this. You have this in you, but you are better in aura with reading people than you are out of aura. It doesn't mean you can't do it. You can. You can absolutely do it. Especially when you, like, aura is face-to-face, like Zoom calls, could be in person. It could be over the phone. So as long as you are communicating with somebody, even now, like, we're in aura because you're communicating with me, right? We're in direct communication. So I would work up to that though. But yeah, right now I would go to like psychic fairs. I would do, if you want to do classes, to do developmental classes, you can do that as well. I taught myself everything that I know because I always knew, I was told my whole life that I'm a psychic and that I'm an intuitive, and, you know, I was born with the veil. I was born psychic, you know, all that stuff. So I knew I could do it. And I just had the delulu that I could do it on my own. And I read a bunch of books. I watched a lot of things. I learned. And you can learn it too. It took me 2 years to develop my gifts fully. Does not mean like with development classes, it's going to take that long. But for me personally, doing it on my own, it took me 2 years to get to feeling spirit. Yes. So my favorite book, I probably already told you this before, but my favorite book to offer is Psychic Witch by Matt Auryn. That changed the game for me. BiddyTarot.com is also a thing that changed the game for me as well, with the cards and reading the cards and understanding the meanings of the cards and having it resonate. That helped as well. But Leela, I hope that helps. I'm going to get out of the human design right now because it's 2:00 my time. So I am going to skedaddle. I'm going to say my gratitudes, but guys, I'm going to remind you, please show up to the No Kings protest. Please, 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 please show up to the No Kings protest this Saturday in your neighborhood. Because we need to be united on this front. If you're flying an American flag, again, I don't give a shit what flag you fly, but if you are flying an American flag, please fly it upside down. If you have a flag outside your house right now, turn it upside down. We are a country in distress. The military should not be mobilized at all against peaceful protesters. It's fucking crazy. Show up, be a number this Saturday. I'm going to be saying it all week long until Saturday hits. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you for my subscribers. Thank you for my donated readings. Thank you for anyone who got a freebie today. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for gifting the live. Thank you for following the live. Thank you for just being here and supporting the page. I just appreciate you all so much. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And again, show up. No Kings protest. Just Google it. Find it in your neighborhood. Meg, thank you for the follow. Universe, I love you. Thank you for allowing me to be here. I have this platform. I had a lot of people here listening to me today, so I really appreciate it. And I hope that that message of unity and peaceful protesting really did hit home with people. And I really want them to show up. So thank you so much for allowing me the time to do this and the ability to do the work that I do. So thank you so much. And my angels, my ancestors, my guides, I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for allowing me to see you, feel you, and hear you. Thank you for your love, your protection, your guidance, your knowledge. Thank you so much for everything, for bringing in the people that needed a reading today. I feel honored that I could be of service in this way, as I always do. And guys, don't forget, we are grateful. We are so grateful for the downfall and the imprisonment of Donald J. Trump, Elon Musk, J.D. Vance, and the elected officials of the Republican Party. Okay, I love you guys, and I'll see you on my next one. I'm not going to do my bye like normal because I'm mad, but I'll see you later. Okay, bye.